We were to have Norm Macdonald, but he is can't. What?
No, he's actually on.
What? Norm?
What, Dennis?
You're a freaking genius. Can I tell you that plane ride you were on and that Twitter jag? I followed it for like 5 hours. God, that was funny, man.
Oh, well, when I was tweeting?
Yeah, it was killing me, Norm. I was watching some games or something, and I had the Twitter on, and I just kept following your tweets, and I could see you trapped on the plane going through the sleeve on the front of the seat in front of you and pulling everything out. Hey, look at this porta-kiln in the airport store and stuff like that.
I was running out of stuff. I was running out of stuff.
Now, Norm is...
so much stuff on a plane, but listen, man, I know you tweet because I follow you.
Man.
I started tweeting like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And these are the three people I follow.
Who's that?
At Sarah Silverman,
Mm-hmm.
at Dennis DMZ,
Right.
and at Steve Martin to go.
Yeah, Steve Martin's killing me.
You guys are funny, man.
Thank you, Norm. Just a young kid with a dream. What are you working so hard for? Norm's going to host High Stakes Poker on the Game Show Network. And I hope to get on this show. I want to go on and do the sports show with Norm Macdonald because I know Norm knows his sports. And who's funnier than Norm? Nobody. That's on Comedy Central starting April 12th. What are you working so hard for, Storm and Norman? Are you just experiencing a rebirth?
Comedy Central, one of those specials.
I know. You got your first hour special. It premieres Saturday, March 26th at 11:30 p.m., 10:30 Central on Comedy Central, right after the rebroadcast of the Donald Trump roast. And like I said, you're usually an easy rider, man. Why? What are you, just in a midlife crisis, or why are you working so hard here?
What?
I'm just saying, some guys think I gotta start hustling it, and you're I'm 3 projects in the space of a week. What's up?
Now listen, Dennis. Have you heard about this Huckleberry Finn thing?
I heard something about they wanted to take the N-word out, right?
Yeah, anyways, I wanted to bring it up before I forgot, and then we'll get on to my projects.
All right. Do you have any observation on it, any tweak on it, or just the cognizance of the fact that they want to...
No, I feel it's a thorny issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, that wasn't the whole thing.
No.
I thought you were going to go like, well, how so, or something.
Tell us more, Norm.
Why don't you do...
I feel it's a thorny issue.
Yeah,
I'll tell
me
you why.
too. Why, Norm?
Well, you got Mark Twain, and you're talking about, for those of you who don't know, what I'm talking about, they've taken out the N-word, out of many of the books of Huckleberry Finn.
Norm, they've taken out.
And so you got a thorny issue that I think I have a solution to. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, man. Never anything more.
Well, the thorny issue is this.
Yeah.
You don't want to take, Mark Twain, one of the greatest writer ever to brush paper with ink, and change his words, for God's sake. On the other side of the coin, you don't want to have a young African American boy in school, hearing that word out loud and causing him pain. So it's a thorny issue. But I figure it this way. You've read Huckleberry Finn.
You are so splendidly demented. Yeah, I've read it.
You know it's written in the first person by Huckleberry Finn.
Yes, I do.
And you know it includes the N-word.
Yes.
Therefore, you just change Huckleberry Finn to a black kid.
And it's like a rap song at that point, right?
Exactly. Everything's cool.
All
No, let's get to my project.
Now, listen, was there any sort of
Samuel Clemens
no,
autobiography?
he's made his fortune. Was there any subtle disparagement in the homosexual community when you said Huckleberry Bin?
I didn't.
Because, somewhere out there there's a gay kid in high school. But,
something slipped up there.
some cog got messed up.
Hey, I want to hear you say that word.
I don't want to say it because then it'll be on tape forever. I say it in my private life many times.
Say it, hunky. Say it, hunky. Say nigga, hunky. Fucking say it, hunky.
Listen, am I wrong or am I imagining that?
Nah, say nigga, hunky. Say it, hunky. Come on, cracker.
Mike, I have to ask you a question.
Say it.
I hate fake humility.
The idea of like somebody being good for the cause or the resistance or whatever. First of all, that's meaningless. That fucking, you got to go back and look at all that Norm Macdonald shit. You know that interview Norm Macdonald did where he was like, oh yeah, everybody thought Hitler was hilarious prior to him running the power, or like getting into power. There was comics about him and everyone thought he was a big joke. And then he did the Holocaust. So there goes your notion of comedy being powerful.
Yeah. That's the one where he's like,
Norm rules.
If you tell me
one,
right. If you tell me one socially relevant joke that's funny, I'll give you $1 million.
Norm fucking rocks.
And they're like, what about all this identity-based comedy like Aziz and Amy Schumer? He's like, yeah, everyone expects comedians to be modern-day philosophers, which I think is really insulting to modern-day philosophers.
Yes, people go to school study philosophy.
He's like, you're not a philosopher because you try to fuck waitresses.
I know, man. Norm fucking rocks.
He's the best.
Have you seen the new special? I haven't finished all of it.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's good.
It was good. And they dropped retard like 4 or 5 times in the article.
That was, by the way, that was the funniest part of Norm Macdonald getting in trouble for whatever.
Is in the apology.
You'd have to be someone with Down syndrome not to feel sorry for victims.
Real bad sexual abuse.
I do too.
Rape, everything.
Yes.
And they go through.
It destroys
their life. They're never the same.
Of course
their whole bodies shake at the thought of it. Some of them even black out when they think about this thing. It's horrible. So
I know that. And of course, you'd have to have Down syndrome.
Not to know that.
That's my new word.
Down syndrome. Right. That's a good word.
You'd have to have Down syndrome to not feel sorry for, of course I Me Too is what you want for your daughters. You know what I mean? And
he is our guy. He's a champion.
He is our guy.
He's a fucking champion.
He's the best stand-up in the
once
world.
the smoke clears from all of this shit and it's okay to rape girls again, they should build a statue for Norm Macdonald.
Well, he didn't rape anyone.
I know he didn't rape anyone, but
he's actually like you. He's like anti-horny.
Of course, but he's like that.
Nah, he's horny. He's just ashamed of it, like Nick.
No, to do that in apology is masterful.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because he knows exactly.
He knows what he's doing.
I think he's kind of removed enough from society. I had a long conversation with my friend Max about this, but yeah.
Well, if you had a conversation with Max.
We don't have to talk about it.
I didn't realize Max already settled.
Max weighed in.
Yeah, we can talk to Max about it. We bring Max on the pod.
This motherfucker said like he literally talked to Norm.
No. Yeah, we already had a long time.
We talked about it.
Me and my landlord already figured this out.
Me and my landlord. No, his mom is my landlord.
Anyway, well, at least you guys got to the bottom of it.
No, we randomly talked about it for 40 minutes, and he's like, "Oh, that's so calculated." Like Norm knows that that's going to piss people off, and his fans are going to think it's hilarious,
But it did piss people off, and his fans
did think it was hilarious.
Vis-a-vis me,
and
Stavros.
He's the best.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
he's the best.
To throw that in his apology.
That's my new word, Down syndrome.
That's my new word. I'm gonna start using that.
What an apology! Unbelievable.
And then he had a third apology.
Did he?
I think he fucked up again.
That rule.
Yeah, he should just see how much he could fuck up. Because who gives a shit, right?
Well, part of the interview, the first interview, made me think that maybe he wasn't doing bits and he is kind of removed from society. Like when he said that he doesn't know racism, he didn't know racism existed until he saw the new Sacha Baron Cohen show.
I love Norm, but I
like,
also do think he is out of touch as hell.
Yeah, I mean, he's in comedy clubs 250 nights a year. He's like constantly, like or gambling.
Also, the thing about Norm Macdonald, like I read his book, and even though it's like a fictionalized thing, it's like that motherfucker like grew up in a farm in like in
Canada.
rural ass Canada.
Yeah.
Like his life is close. His childhood is closer to like the Great Depression than like living in modern society.
Well, I think some of that was like hammed up for.
I know it was, but still, I mean, I don't think it's literal, but he did grow up in like
his book is
rural
so
Canada in like
good.
the 40s, 50s. Like how old is he?
I don't know.
What if it comes out too?
No, later than that.
This is Norm Macdonald is threatening Seth Simons on the.
What does he say?
So Seth Simons goes same energy, and he posted a picture of the Joker and Donald Trump, which is like,
Oh my God!
You fucking loser!
And fucking Norm Macdonald wrote, "Hey, you fucking piece of shit. It's you that's the Joker, a failed stand-up that kills someone who got a TV show. I cannot wait to meet you, and I will."
Damn, dude.
Yeah. That's so sick.
That is awesome. Norm's just like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fix it.
I'm still figuring out what's going on. I'm looking at Ashley Judd and I can't help
Mark
it.
Norm McDonald's?
No.
No.
That could be a new character.
No, it can't. They're too similar.
Yeah, there's not
they
enough.
really sound similar.
Come on, Adam.
They
you
don't
know the
sound
formula.
similar. They fucking
Their jokes are similar.
they're both comedians.
They're both observational.
Yeah. Well, how would you even do that? Try that out for a spin, Adam.
I just do like a Norm joke, and then I'd say kidding. Or
Kidding.
something.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, you're right.
All right. I don't know.
It's not good, but
It's not good, but
it's
it
functional.
works. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I'll give you that, and also give you 5 3/4 of something else.
This man began his television stand-up debut with us 25 years ago.
Didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Very talented actor. Nobody funnier. Ladies and gentlemen, Norm Macdonald.
Do you watch your own show?
No, sir.
Well, you have. I've talked to people, I've watched it, and I've talked to other people who find it compelling. You can't take your eyes off. So
well,
there,
imagine if
whatever
you were
it is
doing
you're making up, whatever qualities you're fabricating here, you yourself possess them.
But imagine if you were doing it. And
well, imagine if you were doing it.
Well,
we always worry a little about you because we regard you as the top of the heap, the best of the best, the funniest of the funny, the guy who has it in every fiber of his being, not conjured. It's the real thing. So you do it.
I just want to write. I just want to write books. But but I'd like to watch you with a big desk.
I'm tired of talking, Mark.
Okay, now it's going to turn into Norm Show.
So you're the one who saw that.
I had to watch it.
I love Norm. God, geez. I don't know what happened to that show. I remember saying to Ted Sarandos, after all of Norm's shows had been produced, I said, boy, I think you guys really got something here. Apparently not. But I loved it. The element that I always admired was the connection to the audience. And his asides and his looks and his pauses were interpreted exactly the way he knew they would be interpreted. And that fueled the ridiculous nature of some of the presentation. And without that audience, you don't get the full measure of Norm. It was like the audience was his partner. Everybody was in this together. I can remember reading his autobiography and enjoying it, but being greatly disappointed about 10 pages in when I realized it was all fantasy. I want to know about Norm's life, but this was other solar system.
Something in him that's
unbelievably fearless.
What you're describing there, when I would watch those segments, they were delightful. There was something more exciting and interesting about the silence and Norm's joy at having landed the dud.
And holding his smile.
It was thrilling. It was heroic.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. Whoa, I wish that you would come around. No.
But I wonder if people, like you say, you don't like people who are not hardworking. I wonder, are there people who worked as hard as Steve did and does?
I was thinking when I said it that there's an exception. I know we're both admirers of Norm Macdonald, and he seems sometimes like someone who has something. It's his cadence. It's the way he talks. I don't know if he's a hardworking comic, but God, he makes me laugh. Mm-hmm. And his cadence, something is just wrong about it, you know?
But I love Norm, and my guess is, what I know of Norm is that he may not be working hard.
No.
But what he has is the same result as somebody who's worked hard.
Yes, yeah.
Which is, again, enviable, admirable. But God, he makes me laugh. And I happened across some of his time on Weekend Update.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you watch it now, you realize Norm just didn't care if it got a laugh.
No. And he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't care. And he had a joke. I think Downey wrote the joke. It was during the OJ trial. And there's a picture of Johnny Cochran holding up the knit cap with OJ sitting next to him. And God, no one could do this but Norm. Norm said, a little bit of a wrinkle for OJ in the trial today. Johnny Cochran stood up and held the knit cap that was found at the scene of the double murders when OJ jumped up and said, "Hey, careful with that. That's my lucky stabbing cap." Who else could do that?
Right.
And he doesn't. And if it got nothing, he would stare.
Yeah.
And tell you your problem. I thought that was one of the best. Dark but fantastic,
right.
and also no one could do it but him.
No, that's what I was going to say. I would, if somebody had pitched that joke to me at the height of the OJ trial, I would have laughed and not done it. Would you have done that joke?
No, I would not have done that.
Yeah.
I would have been queasy and it's tragedy and it was theater of some kind. Theater of the absurd.
But the delivery, the persona, and the material, it's
perfect.
Powerful. Yes.
In a brilliant move during closing arguments, Simpson attorney Johnny Cochran put on the knit cap prosecutors say OJ wore the night he committed the murders. Although OJ may have hurt his case when he suddenly blurted out, "Hey, easy with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat." Well, finally, the Guinness Book of World Records announced this week that Gul Mohammed of New Delhi, at 22.8 inches tall, is the shortest man in the world to have Eddie Murphy's head.
One time when I had my sitcom, the showrunner goes, "Why don't we have a big star every week do the cold opening?" And I go, "Oh, sure, yeah." And he goes, "You can get big stars, right?" I'm like, "No, I can't get anyone." And one week, they go, "We got Eddie Murphy on the phone." I'm like, "Why? What?" And they're like, "Yeah, for the cold opening." And I go, "What cold opening?" And so they hand me this script, So I'm talking to Eddie Murphy, and I don't know Eddie Murphy. And he's being like super zen-like, He's an amazing guy because he's like all zen and peaceful. And then he tells a story and it's hysterical. Like all of a sudden he's doing voices. Because he was talking about being a director and he goes real peacefully, He's like, the directors in Hollywood are very tough to find one. Frank Oz was magnificent, but I was very unhappy with the other directors. Finally, I had to direct myself. And I directed Harlem Nights and the Red Fox was in it. And so Red Fox came to the show once and he was having trouble with the IRS and he owed all this money. So he kept trying to sell me things. And he would come to the set and he would go, And then all of a sudden, he's super funny, right? After doing this real flat voice. And he goes, and then Red Fox would say, hey, Eddie, you like Elvis? I got Elvis's watch. How'd you like to buy Elvis's watch? Elvis, give me this watch. So I said to him, hey, Red, how long have you had Elvis's watch? He said, I had it for 40 years. I go, that's not Elvis's watch. That's Red Fox's watch. I ain't buying Red Fox's fucking watch. So it's like super funny. And then he go back again to be zen-like. So I said, so as I'm talking to him, I'm leafing through this fucking awful fucking shit of a cold opening that they're having him do. And so it's like, white guys writing for black guys, what they think they'd say. It's just awfully, horribly racist. And so he says to me, he goes, I'll do it. If you tell me it's funny, I'll do it. And I go, it's not funny.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what else to do.
So I was calling because I wanted to get your take on Eddie Murphy hosting the Oscars. I think you're like the funniest SNL guy ever, and I just wanted to know what you thought about Eddie hosting.
Well, I think Eddie is unbelievably funny. Like, I always loved Eddie, and I couldn't be happier that he's hosting the Oscars. Obviously, last year, the Oscars were the worst hosts ever, There's Anne Hathaway.
and James Franco.
James Franco,
yeah.
And I think they tied for worst ever.
I think they did, yeah.
But
he might have
Eddie,
been a little worse, just a little. Because at least she's nice
she
to
was
look at.
trying a little bit.
She was trying, yeah.
But Eddie, what I like is because Eddie's become a little like Zen-like and so forth. He's a very intelligent guy, and he's stepped back a little from the crazy Eddie of old and stuff. And I think this is going to burst him back to the incredibly funny Eddie Murphy. And I can't wait to see him, man. I would write for that. I would write if anybody's listening in the Eddie Murphy camp.
There's a big camp.
I will write for that show.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
'Cause I love Eddie Murphy.
I think it's going to be great. Yeah.
It's been so long since you've seen him be really funny, too.
And I was like
great.
amazed by Eddie Murphy when I saw him, because not when I saw him, but later on, because when you're a stand-up, it takes a long time to get funny. But he did it instantly. Like, he was the only guy I've ever seen.
Right.
When he was 19, he was funny.
Hilarious.
And he was he knew he was funny, and he was confident. And I've never seen anything like that from a young person.
Yeah.
Have you? Can you think of a single other person?
Well, that young, no.
In comedy?
Yeah.
No, I mean, he started doing stand-up when he was like 16 or something, right? So by the time he was on SNL, he'd already, done that. I guess.
Think of when you were 16 to 19, that stuff you thought was funny. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
I don't think anybody would have thought it was funny.
No.
It's not funny to throw eggs at houses. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny, but it's not get up on stage funny.
I know, exactly.
Yeah. And he was a man.
Yeah.
He was
19.
Oh, yeah.
A man. A star.
Oh, I know.
I talked to him one time, because I had a TV show, and the guy I did the TV show with, he goes, why don't you get your friends to be on the show? I'm like, oh, yeah, just pretend, I'm not Eddie Murphy's friend. Anyways, I never met him. And he's like, one day he's like, hey, we got Eddie on the phone. And they put Eddie Murphy on the phone with me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm talking to him, and then I'm trying to talk him into, I'm supposed to talk him into doing this thing on the show. And I read it, and it's all racist and everything. It's like what a bunch of white guys would think a black guy would say or something like that.
Oh, God.
So anyways, I was talking to Eddie, and he was very nice to me, and he said, listen, I said, I got this thing, I can send it to you. And he goes, you don't have to send it to me. He goes, if you think it's funny, I will do it.
Wow. That's a compliment.
And then I said, I don't think you should do it.
Really?
But that was good. No,
bring myself
if he
to
had
do
that
it.
much confidence in you, and you had sent him something
you
bad,
don't want to let him down. Right?
I understand that.
Yeah.
You don't want to let him down.
But he's the greatest. I can't wait for the Oscars.
Eddie Murphy was going to do a skit on Bill Cosby on the 40th, and they didn't do it, right?
That's right. That's correct, yeah.
Was that a good decision?
By Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a good decision. He was, Eddie is like no other comic I've ever met.
In what way?
He doesn't find it necessary to be funny when he's, but all of a sudden he can be explosively funny when you're talking to him. But he's sort of a Zen guy, very calm, and maybe out of that, when he springs out of that into, this incendiary incredible force of comedy, it makes it even funnier.
On Saturday Night Live on the 40th reunion show, 40th anniversary show, right? Eddie Murphy was supposed to play Bill Cosby. Is
Yes,
that right?
that's, well, we wanted him to play Bill Cosby, yes.
And he didn't want to. What was that about?
Well, he thought that all the facts were not in at that point. The documents had yet to be unsealed. And so being a big fan of due process, he decided it not proper to assume guilt. So I thought it was very admirable because it would have got a huge, huge laugh, you know, him doing Bill Cosby, and I thought it was kind of cool that he went. He doesn't need laughter. He's kind of a Zen-like guy, you know.
Do you?
When you talk to him, he's very calm, and then all of a sudden he'll burst forth with the funniest thing you've ever heard, and then he returns to his equanimous state. It's very, very interesting to see.
How do you figure out how much to share about what goes on behind the scenes at SNL? Because I know that you were talking about Eddie not doing Bill Cosby on Howard Stern's show, and Seth Meyers wasn't crazy about that. He came out about the Ellen and said, I wouldn't have told that story.
Seth Meyers said that?
Yeah, he said, do we have the quote here? Just bring up the quote. He said, I wouldn't have told it. I feel the same way. I think when you're at SNL, you're seeing so many different things behind the scenes. There are often things to give away that are yours to give away. Norm played it in a way that is very Norm Macdonald. And he went on to praise you, but I don't know what that means. I mean, how do you choose what to reveal and what not to reveal, what to share and what not to share about an institution as powerful as SNL?
I always think, what would Seth Meyers do? It's ridiculous.
Well, a big seller this holiday season is Michael Bolton's Christmas album, This Is the Time. Happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap.
Norm, I think, has one of the best lines that probably I only appreciate on network TV history when he was hosting SNL. And he was talking about the new Michael Bolton Christmas album. Do you remember the line, Norm?
Happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap.
Kills me to this day.
It was funny because that joke was originally supposed to be about Mariah Carey, but she had some boyfriend that was some crazy, dangerous guy, and everybody's afraid.
And you figured in an alley you could take a Michael Bolton.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I think Bolton kind of made amends a little bit by appearing in that recent SNL skit.
Hysterical. He's
hysterical.
Oh, that was hilarious. Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was good.
And he has a great voice.
He does.
I didn't know.
And the song was kind of catchy. The SNL song was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
In stock market news this week, April's three biggest losers were Cantab Pharmaceuticals, Champion Enterprises, and Crapco, which manufactures crap. And also crap-related items, most recently Mariah Carey's Christmas album. They were... Kenny G has a Christmas album out this year. Hey, happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap. Well, I don't know. Playing in a music store in New York this week, Kenny G set a world record by holding a saxophone note for 45 minutes. While he did warn spectators that it would be quite boring, it should be noted that it is every bit as boring to hear Kenny G play different saxophone notes for 45 minutes. This week, CBS aired the Martha Stewart Christmas special, in which she demonstrated that with an old soup can, some used tea bags, some string, and some sparkles, you can make a useless piece of crap.
Martha Stewart is here, and she wanted me to tell you, don't let the busboys clear your table off tonight, because a little later Martha will come up here, and she's going to show us how to take those old discarded fish bones and make a beautiful birdhouse. So... That's nice.
The New York Public Interest Research Group has unveiled its 10th annual list of dangerous toys for the upcoming Christmas season. Topping the list this year, baby's first circular saw. Well, the annual list of most dangerous holiday toys is out. Number 1 this year, Mattel's Eye Poker Outer. Well, the U.S. Safety Commission has issued a list of unsafe Christmas toys. Topping the list this year, Mattel's gasoline-powered sharp thing. And finally, the #1 selling doll this Christmas is Tickle Me Elmo. And the least popular selling doll, you guessed it, Tickle Me Frank Stallone. Jesus. Scientists have created a genetically superior Christmas tree that will be taller, stronger, and tougher than other trees. One downside, if you don't like your presents, it will kill you. It's a hell of a downside there. And finally, this Christmas, Santa Claus will be starting a new look at up-to-date shopping malls around the country. They will now feature black Santas, Asian Santas, Hispanic Santas, and even Middle Eastern Santas. It is all part of a program to make little children cry. And finally, next week, Christians everywhere will be celebrating Christmas, or as people born on December the 25th call it, screwed out of a present day.
Where are you going here? You're going to Cobb's in San Francisco. What do you like to do during the days in San Fran to unwind? Do you go?
I just work on my ventriloquism.
Oh, how's that going, Norm?
It's going great, man. I thought Rusty and I would do a little holiday song for you.
Oh, you're kidding me. Let me kick back here and put my feet up in front of the fire. You and Rusty. Which puppet is Rusty? Refresh me.
Rusty's just my friend. You know, I'm having a lot of trouble with my cranky old man. I don't know if you remember old Alec Majerison, the virulent anti-Semite.
Yeah, sure, I remember. What, are you kidding me? I have a plaque commemorating my first meeting.
I'm trying to get rid of that guy because you know he's a Holocaust denier. That's no secret. He's an enthusiastic Holocaust denier, and I've had it up to here with this character. You know, the man, he's just a waste of wood. But I don't know what to do. One of my Jewish friends suggested that, why don't I just throw them in a fire and burn them? But I say 2 wrongs don't make a right. We're not here to talk about that. Let me get Rusty out here. Rusty, say hello to Dennis. Hey, Dennis, how are you?
Hey, Rusty.
What?
Hi, Rusty.
Hey, who's the dummy here, me or you?
It's me.
It sounds like it's you.
I'm sorry, Rusty. Let me give you my man voice. Hey, Rusty, how are you doing?
Yeah, dummy. Hey, come on now, Rusty. That's ridiculous. Calling Dennis Miller a dummy on his own radio program.
No, can I jump in here for a second and tell you, here's how crazy Norm is. I'm sitting here believing that he actually has a puppet. Like, it's not enough for him to fake the puppet act on the radio and over the phone. You did pull out a puppet and have it on your arm right now, don't you?
Of course I have my pal Rusty here. Yeah.
What do you boys have planned for us today, Rusty, Norm?
we're going to do a song according to this dummy. Would you stop calling me that? You're the dummy. You're the dummy. Now, listen. We're going to do a song, a beautiful song. Why? By the way, Rusty, what are you doing for Christmas? Are you going to see your family? Oh, sure. In my family tree, it's an actual tree. Okay, now that's just ridiculous.
You're actually overlapping dialogue here, Norm. You're not even putting a second between you and the puppet's voice.
Now, Rusty, are you ready to sing that song with me? Sure.
There you go.
Okay, I'll start. Here we go. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would say that he was a drunk. Hey, come on! Well, that's ridiculous.
What the?
Come on now, don't ruin this. Is a classic. I'm sorry. All right, now let's continue. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to town. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, have you been drinking some bathtub gin? What? Okay, now that's enough. That's way beyond the pale.
Stop it, Rusty. Stop.
I wish you'd kick the bucket. Like what? Kick the bucket. What are you talking about? You said pale. Bucket. It's a synonym. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now that's ridiculous. You're the dummy. Okay. Stop. I'm sorry, Dennis. This is going nowhere. This is ridiculous. I apologize for Rusty. I can't go on with this. This is just an abuse to the whole idea.
All right. Now, what separates Rusty's old man voice from the old Holocaust denier's voice? Give me that voice.
You don't hear from him, do you?
Well, I know Rusty's just wetted the palate for a little more puppetry.
I swore I'd never use this guy.
It's like the Stones doing "Sympathy for the Devil" after Altamont.
There we
never
go.
thought I'd
Alec,
see you play it.
Alec, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. What do you think of this Christmas? What do I think of it? I'm not going to celebrate no holiday where a bunch of bearded New Yorkers killed our savior. Hey, come on now. You're going back in the case. I'm sorry, Dennis.
Oh, Norm, you didn't quite have control of the posse today, but I realize the holidays are amongst us, and that they're a little petulant this time of year.
I can never keep these guys under control.
Norm, you are an absolute wild man.
If there was one thing that you would change about Adam Egget, what would it be?
Oh, where do I start?
This guy says your face looks like a cunt.
I can't even change that. It's not the first time I've heard that, but I mean.
You know what I don't like is when they make those dirty drinks.
Dirty Sanchez?
Dirty Sanchez. That's what you drink.
What dirty drinks?
No, they say like
pink pussy, like the pink pussy.
You don't have to be dirty, but the guy doesn't realize there's a TV camera aimed at him.
This is like your little brother.
God damn, man.
You have such control.
And this morning, Adam Egget. Is that your name? Fucking change it.
The latest
Adam Egget telling a joke.
The latest Archie comic shows gay character Kevin kissing his boyfriend Devin. Another barrier will be broken next month when, in a dream sequence, Jughead will be show fisting Betty Crocker.
God damn, you're illiterate.
It's a show fit. No. Oh, you're right.
Will be shown.
Yeah,
will be shown.
They forgot to write the end there. Why is it so different to find pornography about people in stable monogamous relationships?
Why is it so what?
Different.
Different? Difficult. Damn.
Start all over, and the joke still works.
Oh my God.
Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville.
Start again. Start again.
All right.
Kids today, I mean.
You can't spell ABC.
Wow. Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville. With this and her appearance on iCarly, I think Michelle is ready to start appearing in films. May I suggest my favorite film series, Black Ass Fuckers? It's actually...
Adam Eager told me something I didn't know. He said you worked with Red Fox on a variety.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm dying to
I
hear.
produced Red Fox variety. You told me he just worked on it. Worked on it?
Well, that's, I mean, according to your
What do you
Wikipedia
think I was,
page.
a stagehand, you douchebag? Worked on it.
Not the
Did you
first time I've
do
been called
your
douchebag
notes?
today.
Lose the douchebag.
He's talking about me.
Well, we don't know if he's talking
He's
about
clearly talking about me.
you. He is talking about you. What's the deal with that fucking douchebag? Plus some douchebag, I don't know who he was, but I'd like to punch him right in the fucking face. Adam had a question he wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean...
Nora Ephron walked off the show.
Yeah.
Right, and so did Sinead O'Connor, I think, right?
I was there for that one, too.
You were there for Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah.
It was Nora Dunn, by the way.
Oh, no, I meant when Dice did it, Sinead... Yeah,
Was that the same
no,
show?
That wasn't
The same show.
No, she said she didn't want to do it because Dice was performing, so they had to get a different musical guest.
This guy, you hired this guy to ruin all the interviews? No, so how about this?
Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss.
That was the... Oh.
Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss. Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss. That was it.
I thought he was talking about his first Twitter name. I was like, that's a really long Twitter name.
Real Ed McMahon over here, huh?
Ed McBoy.
What was your joke?
You had one joke?
No, it was so ridiculous. It
What?
was stupid.
What was it?
Oh God, man!
No,
It was something like, don't take a shot from a girl at a bar because it looks ridiculous. It's never good. I think the punchline was, is this a Care Bear cum shot or something? It was really ridiculous. I don't remember it. It was so long ago, but that was the gist of it, and that's why I don't do stand-up anymore.
He can't even tell his own joke.
I mean, I'm not a good, you know.
Anything.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, it's like... Earlier this week, Aaron Jackson of Topeka, Kansas, painted his house the colors of the Gay Pride rainbow flag in direct protest of the Westboro Baptist Church. When that didn't seem to work, Jackson fucked 3 of his best buds on his front lawn.
Homophobic.
Yeah.
Well, I think it shows
earlier
solidarity.
he was racist, and now he's homophobic.
Well, I think of this. Former Tennessee Titans cheerleader Elizabeth Lee Garner, 42, is accused of pulling a 12-year-old boy's pants off and offering him oral sex. The boy refused her advances not because he was 12, but because he was a die-hard Colts fan.
This is what I have to work with, you know?
Chipotle has canceled its planned sponsorship of the Utah Boy Scout event due to the BSA's ban on gay leaders and scouts. Ironic how an all-male anti-gay organization would want to put hot, thick loads of beef and sour cream in their mouth.
Okay. We get the idea. You hate gay guys. We first met, I met you underneath the Queensboro Bridge. You at the time were jerking off punks for $15 a man.
My whole family's watching, man. My grandmother.
Your family doesn't know that when you were a young man, you used to jerk off punks for $15 a man?
What's the joke?
Holocaust denier.
Awesome.
I'm not going to hold that against you.
He doesn't believe in the whatever.
I never got to go to
He
camp.
doesn't believe in the Holocaust.
I never went to camp when I was a kid. Is that a good change of subject?
He doesn't believe that the Holocaust happened.
Do you not believe that?
I had a bar mitzvah again.
No, then he says
Why
he
would
has
you
a
have a bar mitzvah if you didn't believe the Holocaust happened?
Jesus, every time.
Was
This is the
Passover-
closest I've seen to him admitting to the Holocaust, where he said, I think people have died. He's like 6,600,000. What's the difference? I'm like,
well, there's a lot of difference.
There's a
Adam.
huge difference. There's something beautiful about this one.
I'm so
not
glad.
joking. I'm not being ironic.
No, I really loved it too. It was great.
Oh, that's great.
So
Too bad this guy was here.
Yeah.
You?
Let me suck your dick so I can get leukemia.
They're doing a shot of Dara right now. Leukemia. How did Alan Thicke get into the leukemia bit? That's Michael Douglas.
Because that's if you suck cock.
But
you get leukemia.
that
was Michael Douglas.
Wait, what?
The Washington Post. Larger, I think you stuck your hand in front of it. So we are on. Just don't go in front of the camera.
What?
You want to be seen doing this?
This is Norm Macdonald. Norm.
Say what? Wait, Norm, say one more time.
Do you want to be seen doing this?
No, and I'm not. Until I was. Can
This
we
is
start over?
live.
Can
No,
we
no,
start-
we can't. It's live. You can't start over. So I'm Jeff Edgers. I'm the national arts reporter at the Washington Post. We are backstage. This is what happens behind the scenes when an author
I told you.
is signing his books. Norm.
Yes, sir.
You're Norm Macdonald.
Yes, I'm Norm Macdonald. I used to be on the TV, but now
well, you still are on TV.
I'm an author.
Norm has written this book, Norm Macdonald, based on a true story, a memoir. How would you describe this book?
It's a book that it's a book that instead of facts, I used truth.
Is that a good? Do you think people will understand that?
No,
the
they
general
might not
people?
understand that.
Yeah.
It's partly fact and partly fiction, as Chris Gustafson would say.
And what are you doing right now?
Now
it's
I'm
very
doing
mechanical.
This, it's a thing that this is not my idea. I'm signing my name on a bunch of books. The problem is later people will want me to write something to them. You know, like you say this is Deceive, your best friend ever, stuff like that. I get a lot of that.
But you feel like this is saving a lot of time.
No, I don't. I'm just doing what I'm told, like some kind of monkey, you know, with an organ.
So Norm, this book is, there are many things we could say about this book, but it details your time on Saturday Night Live, right?
That's right. It details my time on Saturday Night Live.
It talks about your celebrity friendships.
Yes, I've friends with lots of celebrities. I make it a point to have no non-celebrity friends.
Adam Sandler, he's in there, right?
Yeah. I realize that people that aren't celebrities are worthless.
Through the writing of this book, or
Through the
just
writing
in
of
your
this
life?
book, yeah. I started thinking about people, started thinking about my life, and I said, geez, you know, my mom and dad, what's so big with them? Nobody ever heard of them. But Sherry O'Terry is a different story.
So, thank you. We've been waiting for that. I hadn't asked my Sherry O'Terry question yet. I may not. So, and this book, so how much of this book,
Now, I'm
says
being helped to doing this, by the way, so people know. Oh, or who's in on this?
well, she can't, I don't think we can see her because she does not want to be on film, but it's a
Why
qualified,
witches? It's ridiculous.
how would you like to describe?
You're our host, aren't you? Katie? What's your name?
Jackie.
Sorry, Jackie. I apologize. Her name's Jackie. The reason I don't remember is she's not famous.
So this book, how much, it's based on a true story. Is there a percentage you'd say that is true?
Well, it's all true. It's all true. But, you know, it's not factual like
you know, Jeff here deals with journalism, where it's facts. So he's a man who deals in facts. But I'm not.
But the distinction is sometimes you can have something that's factually correct, but is actually untrue.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Like, for example,
everything you write. No, yes, you know that, you know, facts can be bent to any shape and to convince anyone of anything, and truth is a whole different matter. Truth has no agenda.
so this book was written by, you had a ghostwriter, right?
Yes, I had a ghostwriter named Terrence Keane.
And is he here tonight?
Terrence Keane is here tonight.
Okay. And you get into all the episodes that you talk about.
I may as well, whatever.
What?
I don't want to spoil part of the book, so we won't talk about Terrence Keane.
And
he'll be here tonight in spirit.
So one thing that's important is tonight we're actually going to carry this event live at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock? Yeah?
7 o'clock.
Right?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
On Facebook.
Facebook Live, Washington Post. We're going to carry Norm's reading and question and answer session over at 6 and I, which we're just so lucky to be here. But we have a big crowd. But if you couldn't be here, you couldn't be in town, you're going to get to experience Norm live. So, anything else?
We have a question from Jason Schleicher. What is your favorite choice in cheese?
Where's Jason?
That's a Monty Python sketch. My favorite choice in cheese, I'll go out on a limb and say cheddar. Cheddar cheese. Maybe not the most popular of cheeses, but I like it.
Where are these questions coming from?
From our Washington Post audience on Facebook.
Great.
Oh,
That's exciting.
Well, they certainly seem well read.
Do you have any other questions?
Lena says, what are you doing, signing books? Right?
Yes. And there's no other answer except yes for that. Unless I wasn't doing it, and then my answer would be no. Anything else?
What's your favorite OJ joke from Ryan Polisinski?
Oh, my favorite OJ joke was one time they showed his, Johnny Cochran, his lawyer, put on his hat, put on OJ's hat in court, and then my joke was OJ didn't help his cause any when he jumped out and yelled, "Hey, hey, hey! Easy with that. That's my favorite stabbing hat."
That's good.
We have a
I think it's
he didn't help his cause any.
I think it's lucky stabbing.
Lucky. Yeah, it is.
We have a question from Jace.
That's my lucky stabbing hat.
We have a question from Jace. Will you be upset if you get a statue made out of you like Gordon Lightfoot?
They made a statue of Gordon Lightfoot? Were you aware of that? Would I be upset? Well, Gordon Lightfoot, I hope they made a statue of him from when he was a young man. But I'm a huge Gordon Lightfoot fan, so no, I would be honored by that.
And Paul David Kushner asks, how is it working with Mike Tyson?
Well, you know, I've never met Mike Tyson. We were just talking about this,
Yeah.
Jeff and I, that Mike Tyson had a funny line that he said, I don't know, Norm MacDonald, because he says, people keep coming up to me, asking me, I can't do Mike Tyson, obviously. So he said, everywhere I go, people say, hey, you work with Norm MacDonald, you work with Norm MacDonald. I never met Norm MacDonald, I don't know Norm MacDonald. I don't know Norm MacDonald from a can of paint. The only thing I know about Norm MacDonald is he's very famous. So I thought that was like Yogi Berra, you know. I don't know Norm MacDonald, but I know he's very famous.
And Tony
But
Burkhart.
yeah, he does all his parts. This is a show called Mike Tyson Mysteries, in which I play one of his pigeons, and I do my parts from a recording studio. He does his parts from his giant mansion in Las Vegas. So, but I might go there and interview him for my podcast.
That'd be nice. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be a fun guest. I very much like Mike Tyson.
That's worth noting. You've restarted the video podcast. You did one with Stephen Merchant. Do you have more that are already recorded?
Yes, in the can.
In the
I have
can.
some
Yeah.
in the can.
Who's on them? Can we?
Who do I have that's
can
in
we
the
give
can?
Yeah, who's in the can?
A boy named Bobby Lee.
Yeah?
Is one of the new faces, you know, the future of comedy. Margaret Cho. Not exactly the future of comedy, but she now hosts Fashion Police. And a delightfully funny man. I didn't know how funny he was, but he was hysterically funny. One of the best episodes we've done was with Bill Hader.
Bill Hader?
Yes, the impressionist from Saturday Night Live, but much more than an impressionist.
Yeah.
He's a fascinating guy. He, I first met him, I was in Boston, and I was just in a hotel, and he was there with Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of South Park. I said, what are you guys doing? Well, they were writing South Park. So I said, Bill, you write South Park? Like he was on Saturday Night Live. So it was very strange to me that he also wrote South Park. I go, so you wrote South Park first and then you just continued? He goes, no, I wrote South Park after. So he said he loved South Park so much, and the structure of it was so good. He wanted to learn structure so he could write a movie. And he went to these guys and asked if he could do it. And he also did the same thing with Pixar. He wanted to learn how to write for that kind of movie because he had an idea. So he went to Pixar. He said, I'm Bill Hader. I do Stefan on Saturday Night Live. Perhaps you've seen me. And so it was really cool. He wants to learn things. So that's how he does it. For free, he goes.
It's like an apprenticeship.
Yes.
Except that he's famous.
It's like, he's like auditing.
Yeah.
Things. Well, I remember David Geffen said, like when he first came to Hollywood, he would have lunch with a different guy every day. And, within a few months, he'd had lunch with everybody. Everybody wants to have lunch.
So, do we have any more questions?
We got one last question. What's your special guest, your favorite special guest on SNL? Yeah.
Well, there might be more, but maybe for this session.
For this session.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Who was your favorite special guest on SNL? From David Wynn.
Special guest?
Yeah.
You mean like a guest host?
Yeah, a guest
like
host.
A host.
Yeah.
Like a host.
Yeah.
A guest host is like the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
With Johnny Carson. My favorite host was Bob Newhart because Lauren would always ask who we wanted as a host. And people would say people that I didn't know because I don't know new things. And very often, like the first episode I was ever on, the musical guest was I still can't remember.
Nirvana?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
I just incredible memory. No, I just guessed because it was your first episode was probably like 93.
Yeah.
He researched.
Yeah.
So it was Nirvana, which
Yeah.
we somehow knew. So I didn't know. Other people were like, "Oh, Nirvana," and I didn't even watch them, and then they were no more, and because Kurt Cobain was no more, and Kurt, and so my favorite. So Lauren would always ask guests, so people would always pick young hip guys, and I would say Bob Newhart every week. Bob Newhart, let's get Bob Newhart. It's fun. We got Bob Newhart. I wrote a sketch for Bob Newhart, and he used it. He asked me, can I use that in my stand-up? He used my thing I wrote in stand-up because Bob Newhart does like one-way conversations. And so my sketch I wrote for him was a one-way conversation that he was a postal supervisor, and he was talking to a disgruntled employee at the post office, and that was the idea of it. And he really liked it. And he did it in his act, and it was one of the high points of my life.
Was there a joke in that one? Do you remember? I mean,
The joke.
I know there was a joke in that one, but is there a joke you remember in that one?
Well, Bob Newhart would go like, I'm reading your report, Mr. Henshaw, and I can't help but notice that when we asked how you would describe yourself in one word, you said you said disgruntled. That's a kind of a red flag here at the post office. Now, when we asked you what the the worst part of your job was you said working beside the devil. Now, I looked at the records, and you worked beside Bill Waterston, and I've known him 30 years, and no, I'm not calling your dog a liar. I'm just saying.
What an honor, though, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so thrilled.
All right, so
having a childhood hero read my. Here's an interesting story too.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were going to go a little more, right?
Well, I was just going to say I met Don Adams one time, the great Don Adams, who played Maxwell Smart on Get Smart. And Don Adams told me that he was working in Chicago, and he lost all his money in a craps game. And that night, Bob Newhart, a young unknown man, Bob Newhart handed him this material to read, and he read it, and he said, "This is fantastic material, but I have no money. I can't pay you." And so that was what Don Adams told me. Then later, I told the story. I recounted the story to Bob Newhart, and he said, "That's what he told you, huh?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well," he goes, "this is what really happened. He goes, the first part was true. I showed him the material, and then three weeks later, I watched him do it on the Mike Douglas show."
No. That's good. I like it. All right, so obviously tonight many Don Adams stories, right? But this book is really. I'm saying this genuinely. This is a very, very, very good book. Very special book.
Oh, thank you.
And
I know you called it special, which is very nice.
Well, it's wildly creative and entertaining, and it's great, you know? I mean, but I'm not a book critic. You'll have to understand that. I actually can barely read. But it's a great book. You should come and hear Norm and also pick up a book. You know, he pre-signed it for you.
Yes. And if you can't come in person, you can order the book on Amazon.com, or you can go to your local bookstore and support your local.
But you're going to sign books tonight after you're done, right?
Yes, I'm going to sign books.
So there'll be double signed. All right, thanks, and we'll see you back here.
Yeah, 7 o'clock, Washington Post.
You know who Jonah Hill is?
Huh?
Do you know who Jonah Hill is?
Yeah, the actor, the little fat kid.
Yeah. How about this for a joke?
He's a friend of Tatum O'Neal.
Good God, you're down. Channing.
Jonah Hill says his heart is broken over the fact he was caught on camera calling a photographer a gay slur. And speaking of things that are broken, Jonah Hill's chair. A nice statement.
Yeah, it's more of a comment. Imagine if you're with the porno lady, you're like, "What about this? You like this?" And she's like, "Yeah, my husband invented it." You're like, "Oh." Because you know how you think you got your own moves?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been with a porn star?
No, I never would do it because I wouldn't want to pull out my measly...
wiener?
Yeah. Because like, what, you're going to pretend? She's like, "Oh, ouch." You're like, "What? What about that thing I saw you in last week with that?"
Is this a good surprise for you guys or a weird surprise that Norm
I'm such a big fan of Norm's, man.
It's the first time you guys have met this morning, right?
Yeah. So
Jonah,
I'm so psyched. That's awesome.
When I knew you were coming in, I started thinking of the serious stuff, and I got to tell you about one thing. Superbad.
Yeah.
I'm 48 years old.
Yeah.
I go see Superbad, and the characters, your character and the other character, the main characters, are an amalgam of me and my best friend when we were in high school.
I hear that quite often.
I call the guy, and I go, "You got to come to Austin." So he comes to Austin, and we go see it together and just laughed our asses off because of that was us. That was us in high school.
Oh, that's
that
so
whole
nice.
thing. So huge fan on that front. Now,
you look good for 48, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got a guy who looks like Bruce Springsteen. You got a guy who looks like he's 25 and he's 48.
How old do you think he is?
Good-looking bunch around here.
How old do you think he is?
Good-looking city.
How old do you think Bob is?
I would say 34.
Try 53.
Yeah, well, that's how old Bruce Springsteen is.
No, he's 60.
Yeah, he's 60. Why'd you pick 30?
Damn.
I'm darkness on the edge of town.
It's like he looks like Wilford Brimley. How old? 20? 20-year-old Wilford Brimley?
4 or 5 years old?
You go way too much. What are you, 1?
1 years old.
Now, Bob saw the movie last night.
Thank you for that compliment. I sincerely
Man, I'm
appreciate
telling
it.
you
Thank
what, that movie, and I said that's like, I don't buy, you rent movies. You don't buy. That's the one movie I've saved, and I watch
That's
it over
cool,
and over.
man. Thank you.
Bob saw the movie last night,
man.
and
I loved it.
And before you come in here,
You saw Get Him to the Greek last night.
Yeah, we would lie to you if it was. If
I wouldn't have come. I would have called in sick today if it.
Well, no. We would have told our listeners what we thought of it, like the first hour when you guys weren't up.
And
then we
wouldn't have known.
We would have lied and kissed your ass when you came in here. But he said
I don't want to give anything away about it either, because there's so many surprises in that movie.
Off the air this morning, I said, seriously, how was the movie? And I've seen the trailer. The trailer's hilarious. And he goes, but a lot of times the trailer's hilarious, the movie sucks ass.
Right.
He goes,
I think our movie's better than our trailer.
He goes, dude,
I hate.
It was laugh out loud funny.
I hate people that you compare movies, say it's like this, it's like, but it's like it's all the best stuff you would expect from a Jonah Hill movie with a little bit of Spinal Tap mixed in, and it reminded me a little bit of Almost Famous, the sweetness, the sweet parts of that, because you play a character that's like
Nick literally pitched it to me as like a dirty Almost Famous.
You're teetering. you're one of those characters teetering on boyhood and manhood, right?
Yeah.
Like responsibilities versus being this kind of rock. Fan, and I loved it on that level too, of your character, of just being this guy that just doesn't know he wants to commit. He doesn't. He's facing all these things for the first time, but it's hysterical. You're going to see things in this movie that you've never seen on film before. I got to look at the rock star.
Dagwood?
No, the rock star. Aldous.
Yeah.
There's really not an equivalent in real life.
Sounds good though. Is it in the theater?
There's really no single British.
I wouldn't have had a chance.
Sorry.
There's not really any single solo British rock stars like that anymore. Are there? Is he like
the closest
Bowie? But Bowie's old.
I'd say like Jack White.
Oh yeah, Jack White. I mean, the closest we were thinking was but he's not like a bad boy, but like Chris Martin. Was kind of the closest equivalent.
But none of them behave like that.
No,
like in behavior,
like
it's more just.
But it's more like taking a 70s, 60s rock star and putting him kind of in.
Pete Doherty. That's who it is. I mean, that's really who we and he's mega famous in England, obviously, and less so here.
So Nick, I'm IMDbing you, which is not a sexual term anymore, but you directed one of my favorite television shows that didn't make it, Undeclared.
I was a writer on that.
Oh,
yeah.
still.
Yeah.
What a great show. Were you on that show?
Was not, but a big fan of it.
Yeah, it was like a great. You knew it wasn't going to last because it was too good.
Well, we knew because we premiered on September 11th. So that's how we knew it wasn't going to last. That was actually.
I didn't know that, really.
And Dale, you got to see that everybody's great in this film, but Sean Combs.
He steals it.
Oh, my God. He blows up in this movie.
He's so funny.
Unbelievable. And what you were doing the Q&A while the credits were. You started the Q&A while the credits were rolling. I know his face popped up at the end of the movie, and I missed it. Now I gotta go back and see what he said at the end.
It's a teaser for the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
For Thor.
Dude, you would love it.
Wait, so how old was Nick when he was directing Freaks and Geeks and Undeclared?
Or was
how old were you when you were writing for Undeclared?
For Undeclared, I was.
Well, Freaks and Geeks was first, right?
I know I didn't work on Freaks and Geeks.
Oh,
you were still in college.
We withdraw the question.
So how were you when you directed?
I was 24 when I was writing on.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So the story.
Remember when you were 24, what you thought was funny or good? You know what I mean? How hard it is to actually do good stuff when you're 24.
I remember Judd telling me what was funny. And good.
I thought
he would just tell you and you did it.
Norm, I thought you were funny when I was 24.
Oh no, you might think something was funny, but what you like I remember when I was starting comedy, I was like 25 or something like that. But Eddie Murphy was already a star, and he was 19.
Yeah, 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can that guy be funny? Because I remember what I thought was funny when I was 19. It was all lame.
On Undeclared, one of the writers was Seth Rogen. He was also obviously one of the stars of Undeclared, but he was 18. I remember him coming into the first writers meeting, and all of us being like, we obviously liked him on Freaks and Geeks, but he just being like, who does this kid think he is? And then he would just turn in the funniest scripts.
So, John,
he just knew it and nailed it.
Wasn't Byron Allen on that show too, though? Oh no, that's a different one.
You were right. You were right.
Wait, have you guys seen Comics Unleashed?
Shows.
Have you seen Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen? Hey, speaking of this thing, Byron Allen does this thing. You know how you guys do junkets, which is part of what you're kind of doing now?
Yeah.
But Byron Allen does this show where all he does is go on junkets. He goes to hotels, you know, and he interviews guys like everybody else does at the junkets, you know, because they bring the stars, like they bring Joan and Nick in, and then 40 guys that ask him questions. So then Byron Allen just goes in, you know, and he interviews it, but then he turns it into a show, like it's an interview show instead of a. So he goes, and then it's always like. It shows at 1 o'clock in the morning. He goes, tonight on the it's Byron Allen's voice. He goes, tonight on the entertainers, Jonas Hill, Harrison Ford, Eddie Murphy, George Harrison. It's like the biggest stars of all time.
So it's like a big talk show, but it's a junket.
And it's just him in like a small room, like with the guy with a poster behind him.
5 minutes
like
each,
2
right?
years ago that he did a movie. And then Byron, at the start of the interview, he goes, hey, man. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. He goes, he always starts the interview the same place, be like Harrison Ford, who clearly has no idea who Byron is. So Byron goes, hey, man, the last time we talked, man, you were doing that movie about the Russian guy. What's been going on with you, man? And so, like, you get in your head, maybe they have dinner together, and then so Harrison Ford, he goes, huh? But he doesn't want to look racist, you know? So he's like, oh, yeah, I remember. How have you been? He goes, pretty good, man, pretty good. So he's a master at, and it costs him nothing.
That's a really good practical joke.
Right. And Byron Allen is just one of 100 interviews he did that day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Jonah, you guys started, if Wiki's right, you got started writing plays, and you went to New York to be an actor?
Yeah, I would write weird stuff in New York when I was like a freshman in college at New School University, and then I would perform them at this bar called Black and White, and then it kind of got popular.
One-man plays, or
sometimes with other people, yeah, like one acts and
right.
stuff, and then like weird performance art.
And then
things.
somebody stumbles in and sees you, and
they got kind of popular amongst students at my school and NYU and stuff, and then it got kind of like a following. It was pretty cool. I remember like a couple times I'd be like at dinner somewhere and someone would recognize me from it. And I would be so psyched because, like, they had just heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like, "Hey, you're the guy that does those weird plays and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah."
What would be
yes, I am, Mom.
What would be a play? Like, what was your favorite one that was like your signature?
Well, they would do this open mic night. This is how it got started. Was basically they would do this open mic night. It was the only place that would let us drink because I didn't have a fake ID. So that they would let me drink there, and I was 18 and looked like I was like 12, you know. So, so my friend Michael took me there because he lived right around the corner, and the guys who owned the bar were really cool. And on Sunday night they had an open mic like storytelling night, so it'd be all like hipster East Village like junkies that would be like doing heroin on the A train, like not calling my dad, you know, like really serious stuff.
You don't have to say the second line. Not calling my dad.
Yeah.
we kind of surmised that.
Yeah. But yeah, very literal, like storytelling, like long stories. And I was like, man, I should just write like a fake one.
Oh, yeah.
So I started writing fake ones that people thought were serious, and then like my friends knew it was I was lying. So like there was this one, the first one I wrote, that was probably my favorite because it was the first time I'd ever performed. And so I wrote this one about my dad having an affair with his Native American secretary. And then how I learned about Native American culture through this new woman who was like my surrogate mom, and like
I want to read that.
It was so weird, and everyone was just silent. It was like so serious, like there were no jokes in it or anything.
Friends laugh?
My friends thought it was probably the funniest thing I've ever done because it was like no one knew I was joking. You know?
Was this poetry?
It was more like story, like
important stuff.
Yeah, like a 5-minute story. Like people would write like short story, reading their short stories or whatnot.
Like sometimes they'll do one-man play. Like, you know how people think their life's interesting? So it says one-man play. It was an hour and a half. So if I think of my life, like I couldn't cobble together an hour and a half of interesting.
No, it wasn't one of those things where I was like,
it was
1968, Brooklyn.
No,
I'm sitting over there. The Bombers are doing great this season.
No, the funny thing is when they say they have a big dramatic moment in the one-act play, but it's just something that happened to everyone, you know. And then they're like, and that's when I found out
my mother had breast cancer. And then it blacks out. You're like, what? Doesn't that happen to everyone in the world? It's supposed to be all dramatic.
We have a gentleman that,
Do you
never
heckle
mind.
him?
No, we have a gentleman who does.
When I was on Saturday
We've
Night,
had a guest,
when I was
a one-act play guy that comes in. Used to come in a lot.
All right.
But one-act plays are great. Like when
If they're good,
if
yeah.
they're good, like not one-man plays, one act.
Well, no, this is a
one-act
one-man
plays.
show guy. yeah.
One act
Yeah.
plays.
Yeah. Story.
One act, one man
They're my
play.
favorite.
All right, we're gonna
Great.
let's
You do
break.
that? Have you ever done that in your acting career?
That's how I started. Then I started writing one-act plays.
Real one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You guys know how I find this interesting?
No, we do. It's just there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 open mics right now.
And I just don't know if we're making the Universal people
Yeah,
happy.
and let's
right?
make sure that we're plugging the
film.
movie. Get them to the great. Can we take a break and come back?
And it opens today?
Yeah,
Is that right?
Would you
June
guys-
4th.
And
June
would
4th.
you guys be up to taking some phone calls from our fine listeners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. Cool. If you guys have any questions for Jonah or Nick or hell, Michael McDonald. Who else is in here?
Wasn't he a
Norm.
singer? Wasn't he a rock
no.
singer?
I was just. I know it's Norm. I know
Well,
it's
the
Norm.
Doobie Brothers?
Right, but
we don't
my
need to
mind.
hear we don't need to hear your filth.
973-8300 if you want to call in. We'll be back in a minute. Dudley and Bob Show. All right, we might get a couple of calls in for Jonah if you want. Jonah Hill of Get Him to the Geek.
Get Him to the Greek.
Sorry, y'all cut me a break. I was just talking about the geeks in Superbad. Yeah, we were just talking about that. So
Get him to the Greek.
973-8300. Get Him to the Greek.
June 4th.
And I told. Yeah, it's not out yet. Oh, it's June 4th.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it might be showing this weekend. But Bob saw it last night.
Wait, am I in this movie?
No.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
And Nick,
Do you know what it's about?
You're
no,
in the People
no,
versus Larry
because,
Flynn.
because I asked Jonas, he said it wasn't even out on the screen yet.
Nick, is it
June
is
4th.
it is it a sequel somewhat loosely?
I would say it's a spin-off, but it's pretty different. There's not.
I heard it was a sequel to Weird Science.
That's your source is incorrect.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I don't know.
You should get a new
I just know
source.
what I hear on the street.
Just Saving Sarah Marshall.
What?
Forgetting. You don't know the titles of any of the movies.
I loved you in Super Good too, by the way.
Yeah.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
It's good because I honestly can't remember your name.
That's all right. I'm Dave. That's okay. Just call me Dave. Everybody does. So
Yeah, there's some recurring characters
But is
in
the
there.
rock star that has the same name? Or?
Yeah, he's playing the same guy.
Okay.
Yeah, Russell Brand's character Aldous Snow is the same guy as he was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and other than that, there's no
Right, but
there's no
Jonah in this
overlap.
movie is a junior record executive who's got an idea that he's trying to get across to his boss, and his boss accepts it, and then you've got the responsibility. It's like a road picture. You've got the responsibility of getting this rock star.
It's kind of like a
this
dirty,
has-been.
almost
Well,
famous.
He's not
is a
really a
good-
has-been, but he's had rough times.
I would say it's kind of like a mix between Almost Famous and Midnight Run.
Yeah.
Now, is it like
You know, like it's like a road movie with one guy escorting, a normal guy escorting
Right.
a really crazy, messed up
and
guy.
Trainspotting.
A little bit of
And
and,
Trainspotting.
and the last detail, if you've
The
ever
Last
seen
Detail.
that.
Just look at it.
You know, we watched The Last Detail, like, I watched it, like, every day before we started Superbad. I thought that was, like, one of my main references for Superbad.
Yeah.
Because it's like three guys,
Nicholson's
like,
greatest flick.
getting, like, hammered and, like,
I want
crazy.
to ask you that when you're doing
Who
like
were you? Were you Randy Quaid?
I was Randy Quaid, obviously.
Yeah, man.
I watched Sid and Nancy before Getting to the Greek. I'm not kidding. That was my.
I watched my favorite year in Midnight Run and
I
Almost
just saw
Famous
my
a lot.
favorite year a
Those
few
were
weeks ago.
Oh,
It was
my
good.
favorite year was so good. I was watching this hardcore.
How do you know when you're
porn.
shooting
What?
a comedy like this that you got it, that you're getting it right when you're filming it? I mean that
You hope and pray you're getting it right. You don't
because
really know.
there's not an audience there laughing. And I always wondered you shoot several different takes and different ways.
We shoot every tone possible in each scene.
I'm getting that signal from the publicist. It's time to wrap up. That you guys have to go somewhere else.
Well, let's take a phone call before we leave because that was rude because we said we were going to.
The only phone call I have wants to ask Norm a question.
Okay, great. Well, I was just trying to be respectful.
No, you're very fun.
you
Listen,
know.
I'm a big fan.
Well,
it's
I
kind of crazy in here today. I wished I had about 1 million questions for you.
Oh man, well, no.
I wish I had questions for you.
Listen, I wish I knew the names of your films.
No. I said I have 1 million questions for you. I wish we had more time. Did I say I wish we had more questions?
Yeah.
I know what you meant.
It's okay. June 4th, get him to the Greek. Austin's the best town ever, and I'm not BSing. It is the coolest place on earth.
I love this city.
It's so cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Well,
Are you
thanks so much for
staying,
having
Norm,
us.
or are you going?
I got a phone call.
Oh, you got You're staying for your phone call.
My apologies that.
Great to meet
Thanks.
you.
Great meeting
Yeah.
you, man. Really.
Thank you guys for having us.
No, well,
Yeah,
thanks
very
for
much.
coming in, guys. Get them to the Greek starting June 4th.
Thank you.
Well, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Much
I'll
success.
go
I
see
think
the
it's going to
movie,
be really
man.
well.
Bye. Nick,
see you
thank
around.
you.
Of course, thank you for
Thanks.
Thank you guys
See
so
you
much.
in LA, man.
Take care, everybody. Yeah. Thank you
See
so
you, man.
much.
Thanks, Jonah. Bye.
Say
It's weird to say goodbye in the middle of the break, but
say goodbye
bye.
to Matt.
Yeah, definitely will.
See ya.
Probably got to go do TV somewhere.
Yeah, normally they go to the TV stations.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, do the noon
You
shows.
want to take your call,
and the-
Norm?
Yeah, let's
Okay, let's take your call. Let's go to the phones. There's no calls coming in.
What? We even lost my caller?
What? No, your call's here. What's your call? What's your question?
Hey, Norm.
What?
Big fan.
Oh,
You're talking about your TV shows. I heard the Norm show's coming out on DVD. I was just wondering if you did any commentaries or special features for that.
Yeah, it is coming out on TV. It's coming out on, what do you call it?
DVD.
Yeah,
Those
it is
small,
coming out on DVD.
They're like laser discs,
But I don't make any money.
smaller.
I don't make any
You don't?
money.
Really?
But they said, we'll give you money to come and comment on it. So I went in a room and they played the shows, and I just talked. But I found I was talking to this other guy, and I found I wasn't watching the show at all. I was just talking.
I think it might actually be worth getting it just
at
for
first you're
that.
commenting, you're like, that's interesting. That guy was cast at the last second. And then you realize in your mind, you go, no one cares about any of this. So then I just started going, hey, look, a coffee cup. But there wasn't a coffee cup that you'd be watching, but there was a coffee cup in the studio.
Did you remember the episodes as you were commenting? Did you remember the shooting or anything behind them?
No, I just, no, I don't know.
No.
I don't remember much.
They pay
I
you,
just, what?
They pay you well for commenting?
Not much, no.
No.
But it was just a day's work of going and looking at myself.
And talking
Should we
what?
just steal the
Yeah.
DVDs, Norm?
What?
Should we just steal them then?
Yeah. No, well, listen, I'm not going to say straight out on the radio that you should commit a crime. You know?
You want me to say it for you?
What? That you should
That you should
commit a
go
crime?
steal them?
No, I wasn't thinking of that crime.
Oh, just any other crime?
Yeah, listen, man. Are you into bank heists?
No.
Ah, shoot, man. I'm looking for a getaway guy. It's the easiest job in the bank house, in the bank heist.
The wheelman?
Ah, that guy, man, he's the easiest. He just sits in the car while we all have to go into a bank with guns. Guy's just sitting in the car.
Yeah, but he's the guy with the cop is always, tapping on the window going, hey, move it along. This is no parking
that's
zone.
just in movies, man. That's just in movies. In real life, the guy's just parked in front of the ATM, and then you run out. There's gunfire going all around your head, and
All
then
you
you
gotta
can't
do
get
is
the
step
door
on it.
open. You come on, Frank. And he's like, I told you guys, I'm not good with guns. And you're like, gun it. Hit it.
Pedal to the metal.
Yeah, well, like he wouldn't know that. That's his one thing. Like, drive
You
fast.
swear you've never had an acid flashback?
No, I've never had it. No, I never took acid. That was just a joke. I never took LSD.
Took it one time.
What happened?
I was at a Paul McCartney concert in Dallas because Paul McCartney just that says acid when you hear Paul McCartney music, like songs like "Let 'Em In," and I was on a bus with the listeners, and this woman walked up to me. She goes, "Stick out your tongue," and I went like this, and she put this piece of paper on my tongue,
without knowing.
and I didn't know anything was going on. And then
Did she tell you?
No, yeah, she right after she put it
So
on
you
my
didn't know
tongue.
you were going- you
she
didn't
goes,
think you were going insane.
You just took acid. Wow. And then later in the tunnel of Texas Stadium, there was a woman holding a box of Starbursts, and I also had a box of Starbursts. And something in my head told me that those must also be my Starbursts. So I went up to a strange woman and said, "Those are my Starbursts."
Wow.
Like a crazy person. And then it lasted till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it
and
lasts really
wallpaper was running down, and I had to call my
I'll
girlfriend.
be honest with you. I did it one time.
Well, why'd you lie?
Well, because I don't know why people think I did LSD, but I did it one time, and so I laid down on my bed. I was just a young boy, and I looked up, and there was a hanging plant for some reason in my room.
No, there wasn't.
And in the plant came the face of Jesus. The countenance of our Lord and Savior, Jesus, the pale Nazarene, suddenly showed up in my hanging plant. So I was like, oh, man. I was like, well, I'm on LSD. This must be like just a crazy trick of my eye, an optical, thing. And then I thought, wait a minute. What if it's just a coincidence that I'm on LSD and Jesus is showing up? That would be bad luck for me. You know what I mean? I get
absolute proof he exists, and then I ignore it, thinking it was the
acid
effects of the acid. So then I'm in a quandary. I'm stuck in a quandary. I don't know if you guys have ever been stuck in a quandary. But
not while I'm on acid.
So, anyways, my quandary was it fixed itself because suddenly the face of Jesus morphed into the face of Trapper John M.D. You know that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So then I was like, oh, that's cool.
Which one, though? The one
Pernell
from
Roberts.
MASH?
Yeah,
Or,
Pernell
okay.
Roberts.
The actor.
You must have seen it this morning.
I don't
Lars.
think you've ever seen MASH where they go, hey, Trapper John M.D.
That's true. That's true. You're right.
That's that must have freaked you out when our sports guy came in because he's got that white bearded
Oh, yeah, he
look.
looks like
Yeah.
Trapper John M.D.
There was your flashback.
It's too weird when they have the character changes, like it's it's Wayne Rogers, and it's another guy, and you're like, what? He looks different. Like I remember one time as a little kid on Bewitched, suddenly Darren looked all different, because it was a different actor.
Right.
But I was just a little kid.
But they were
so I
both
was
named
like,
Dick.
So I was like, yeah.
York and Sargent.
So I was like Dick York and Dick Sargent. But as a child, you see, I didn't know anything about Dick York or Dick Sargent or
What'd you
Elizabeth
think?
Montgomery. I thought of Darren Stevens and his wife, Elizabeth Stevens, or whatever her name was. Sam Stevens.
Samantha Stevens.
Yes.
So anyways, when I didn't know Dick York or Dick Sargent, all I knew was Darren Stevens. So when he suddenly changed appearance drastically,
Yeah.
I thought, what's that Endora up to this time?
Oh, boy.
She was in Citizen Kane?
Yes, she was.
Yeah, she was in Citizen Kane. She always played,
Endora.
What about when
And
you
Mrs.
get
Crab.
cast? It's tough when you get cast as an old bag.
Yeah.
And like you know when you're reading the script, or it even says old bag shows up. You're like, what's this mine? But like they had the show Jake and the Fat Man. So
who was
William Conrad?
William Conrad.
He was
Bill
canon.
Conrad.
Yeah, Bill Conrad. Beautiful man, I hear.
Great actor.
But he was canon. He was a big star, big Quinn Martin star.
Mm-hmm.
And so he he was not a man to be trifled with. So if you're writing a script for somebody to be with, and you go, I would like to, maybe a William Conrad vehicle might propel me. You might not want to write, you might not want to title it Jake and the Fat Man. And then send it to William Conrad, because William Conrad's like, what the? I'm pretty sure I'm not Jake. And if I'm Jake, I don't want to be on the show at all, because then it's really gross. But
I love the way your mind
Norm
works.
MacDonald tonight at Cap City and tomorrow night. And
All
we'll
these
sell out.
observations and more.
467-2333. Thanks for being here, dude.
Thanks a lot. Listen, God bless in the name of the Pale Nazarene. What? And hey, what about this, man? You know how you're.
He's like the Energizer Bunny.
I love that.
This lady told me this thing. If you're a Christian, you're kind of reviled nowadays in today's society. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're looked on as a joke, kind of. Bill Maher makes fun of you. But let's say you're a lady and you believe in astrology, right? Then suddenly everything's fine. Nobody thinks you're an idiot. I went once to a commercial.
You've been a commercial audition. It's not fake.
Oh, right.
Anger.
That's it. That's right.
I went once to a commercial, and it was the script said, "Hey, Phil, I see you got a Buick." So that was the line, So all night I'm up, like fucking nervous, and I'm reading in the mirror, I'm like, "Hi, Phil." I'm trying to fucking say some words louder than other words in the script. I'm like, "Hey, Phil, I see you got a Buick," So then. I go there. First of all, my manager used to lie. He'd go like, "These guys are big fans of your comedy. They want to meet you."
Right.
They're big fans. And then I'd show up. There's 4,000 people there. I'm like, they're huge fan. He just lied to me, thinking I wouldn't make it worse when I showed up and they weren't big fans. But anyways, I went in and the guy. So I said, "Hey,
He's got one camera on me. I go, hey, Phil, I see you got that Buick. And then the guy goes, great. Like, it's great. Like, how could that be great? So I go, oh, thanks, man. He goes, but this time, he goes, do it again and just go off the script. He goes, forget the script. Like, there's a script. There's fucking 4 words. I go, okay, I'll ignore the script. He goes, yeah, just go crazy and whatever you want to do. And you're just alone.
How crazy can you go?
Yeah. So I said, but I just agreed because I was paralyzed. I'm like, yes, okay. Because they think you're Mork from Ork, just because you're a comedian.
Yeah.
So,
right.
So then I freaked out. I panicked, and I just said the same words, like real nervous, just to get out. I said, "Hey, I see I got a new Buick, Frank." And then the guy's like, "Huh? Oh, I guess it was good. Bye." And then my buddy, he was a commie too, and I said, "What'd you do?" And he goes, "I fucked the floor." I go, "Well, you probably did the right thing." Because that's what they were looking for, something like
There's one other thing I'd like you to read, which is, I think, a chapter that really struck me. I'm speaking, totally genuinely. I read this chapter called The Final Chapter.
the final chapter.
It's called The Final Chapter.
It's not the last chapter.
Well,
of the book, though.
but it's called The Final Chapter, and it's not quite as long.
It's not a funny. I don't think it's funny.
But you don't always have to be funny. We're in a house of worship.
I know, yeah.
But I love that chapter because I feel like...
I was Jewish.
You were? I am Jewish.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was Jewish for
what happened?
2 years. Well, I knew a rabbi.
Yeah?
I had many, many biblical questions when I was young, and they were never answered I was Presbyterian. They were never answered by my pastors and stuff. And then I met a fellow that was Jewish, and he introduced me to his rabbi. And so if I had a question, then like one time I had a question about the Lord's Prayer, and I said there was a line in the Lord's Prayer that said, "Lead us not into temptation," and so I thought that it was without God's ability to lead us into temptation, and. I asked the rabbi the question. I said, how could God lead us into temptation? It doesn't make sense to me. And he said, I'll get back to you.
And then you converted.
They study, I went to...
So can I set this chapter up briefly?
Sure.
Okay. So what I love about this chapter is that it, to me, you talk about facts and truth and on, but this is a very true chapter to me for some reason, even though it was ghostwritten, right? Uh-huh. So I would like you to read it for everybody.
It wasn't really ghostwritten.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that what you were going to say?
I wanted to say something better, to be totally honest. I'm still kind of moved by, you read this tiny white coffin thing, and we're all laughing, and then you go, oh, that kind of happened. That's very...
But what did you like about that? Start again.
Okay. I just find in that chapter, it's so rare for people to be so aware of their place in life and so self-aware and to be actually able to...
Well, I was forced to, during writing of an autobiography, which is, it's your life, I was forced to ask myself questions and find out if I was happy or unhappy or content or malcontent or... So anyways, this is what I came up with.
Yeah.
There is the way things are, and then the way things appear. And it is the way things appear, even when false, that is often the truest. If I am remembered, I will always be... If I am remembered, it will always be for my 4 years I spent at Saturday Night Live. And maybe even more than that, by the events surrounding my departure from that program. As long as SNL exists, then so do I. When people come to see me do stand-up, it is because somewhere in their memory I live on SNL, dressed as a young Burt Reynolds, insisting Alex Trebek refer to me as Turd Ferguson. And they come to see me, and I am old and fat, and I don't mention SNL, and I do my answering machine joke that always does well. And they are happily disappointed, and after the show, they stand beside me and take pictures, the way you would with a donkey at the side of a road. They tell me they are big fans, and they don't care what their girlfriends say. They understand me, even though they know good and well that no one else does. I'm dry, they say. The next time I come to their town, they do not show up. It can be difficult to define yourself by something that happened so long ago and is gone forever. It's like a fellow at the end of the bar telling no one in particular about the silver medal he won in high school track, the one he still wears around his neck. The only thing an old man can tell a young man is that it goes fast, real fast. And if you're not careful, it's too late. Of course, the young man will never understand this truth. But looking back now, I can see that my life since SNL has been a full sprint, trying with all my might to outrun the wolves of irrelevancy snapping at my heels. But it has all been in vain, of course. They caught and devoured me years ago. But not completely. Lorne would see to that. My foot would still make a vague imprint. Myself would still cast a faint shadow. And years later, I would write a book. And not only write it, but be in it as well. I think a lot of people feel sorry for you if you were on SNL and emerged from the show anything less than a superstar. They assume you must be bitter. But it is impossible for me to be bitter. I've been lucky. If I had to sum up my whole life, I guess those are the words I would choose, all right. I've been lucky. When I was a boy, I was sure I'd never make it past Moose Creek, Ontario, Canada, but I've been all over this world, except for Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, and South America. Oh, and Antarctica. But that's really splitting hairs. I mean, how many people have ever been to Antarctica? I never expected to be any more than a common laborer, and I would have considered myself lucky to have achieved that. But I was blessed with so much more. I'm a stand-up comedian and have been for over a quarter of a century. I performed thousands of hours from a small club in Ottawa, Ontario, all the way to a small club in Edmonton, Alberta. Sometimes I get big laughs and I think I'm the best stand-up in the whole world. And other times I bomb and I think I'm not even in the top 5. Before I was famous, I had a whole bunch of jobs where all I needed was boots. People would look right past me in the street, or if they did look at me, it was with a mean look. But when I got famous, people would look at me and smile and wonder where they knew me from. If they flat out recognized me, they'd laugh and dance like they'd won a prize. And I'd just stand there and smile and feel warmth from their love. So the fame made the world, which is a real cold place, a little less cold. And as for my gambling, it is true, I lost it all a few times. But that's because I always took the long shot and I never came in. But I still have some time before I cross that river. And if you're at the table and you're rolling them bones, and there's no money in playing it safe, you have to take all your chips and put them on double six and watch as every eye goes to you and then to those red dice doing their wild dance in freezing time before finding the cruel green felt. I've been lucky.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind. We could be miles away and still align.
Beautiful chapter. and
Thank you
it's-
for clapping.
Yeah.
It makes me feel nice.
I was watching on YouTube today. You going on Letterman? Well, I don't know.
YouTube's fun, man.
Yeah. It was.
You know what I'm listening to now a lot, Tommy? I'm listening to audio tapes of Lyndon Johnson.
Really? Okay. Well, now I understand why that. I believe that you actually do watch this website now.
yeah.
Really? What do you mean? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
He put in the system, that brought Nixon down,
He put in the tape system.
Yeah. he
Okay.
did. And his are way more entertaining than Nixon's.
So he put it in. That's kind of interesting. That sounds like kind of what you build a system to record. He did that obviously, so he was very aware that it was there.
Yeah.
So he was sort of almost doing a radio show.
He did what you do.
He was Rupert Pupkin. Lyndon Johnson was Rupert.
Exactly.
So what are you?
So the funny ones
okay.
were sometimes they're really funny. Just like the Nixon ones, the funniest ones are when there's all these Nixon tapes that you can listen to in the Library of Congress that have nothing to do with Watergate. They're way the fuck funnier. Like it's just Nixon talking about his wife and shit. And like one time his in-laws are coming, he's like, I think I'll go stay at Blair House. I don't like that lady with her cooking. And you're like, oh, it's weird, it's the president.
How many hours of these tapes have you listened
I've listened to a lot of them. But the Johnson ones are the funniest. So anyways, you probably didn't know this. I never fucking knew this. And the guy from the New York Times may or may not have. Anyway, fucking Sam. He's checking his watch going, what's the Simpsons made so far? Anyways. Doing a little Rickle. So, anyways, what was I talking about?
The Lyndon Johnson tapes.
Yeah, so this, I didn't know this. Lyndon Johnson, he's wins his election, right? He's way ahead in the polls, like a week before the elections come. And his chief of staff, they have a party, because they're so happy, because next week they're going to be president again for 4 more years. So they have a big party at the White House, and his chief of staff goes across the street to a YMCA and blows a dude.
Wait a minute.
So the next day,
take my jacket off here. This is ridiculous. What happened here?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Say that again.
Okay, so Lyndon Johnson, right?
Yeah.
He's going to win.
Yeah.
He's, he knows he's going to win. He's way ahead in the polls, as long as nothing crazy happens, right? So he goes, hey, let's have a little party, a week left, We're going to win easily unless some crazy thing happens, And so they're having the party and everything. And
But how did anyone find out about the
chief of
dude
staff
getting blown?
Because the chief of staff, well, listen, if you go into a Y and blow a guy,
right, but
you never know.
But it just came out. Did this actually come out in the press?
Yeah, like they had a sting operation.
And is this on the tapes? Is this on the tapes?
It was funny because it was in the old days, so the press couldn't say that, So they had to say it in language that the audience didn't even kind of understand. They go like he was caught in a somewhat compromising situation in a young man's Christians association, and people, old farmers would go, well, wonder what happened there. So they wouldn't come. So I think that helped them, but the conversations with Lyndon Johnson are hilarious because he goes, he's just talking to his friends, and it's this longtime guy that he didn't know was gay, and he's like, my golly, I could never have figured that for Bob. I've known Bob 30 years, and he goes, I'd quicker say I was a fruit than him.
Really?
Yeah,
on the tape?
On the tape, yeah.
Where did you get the tape? Where did you? Lyndon Johnson said that. Where did you get the tapes?
And then he goes, and then the funniest thing is he phones J. Edgar Hoover, who he knows is gay, right? but he's like real powerful and everything, right?
J. Edgar Hoover was good.
Yeah, like, you know, he was a transvestite and he'd have dudes over. And...
Is this true? Or?
Yeah, no, that's fairly well documented.
I know
I'm
it
not
was
outing him. I'm not
I know.
Perez Hilton over here.
I know people.
No, this is fairly.
Yeah.
He's well documented.
Yeah.
So Lyndon Johnson knew for sure he was gay, but he was scared of him because he was so powerful. So he just like needles him, you know. And he's like, so he's talking to him and he goes, "I can't believe old Bob's one of them fellers." You know, they didn't even have a word for it and stuff. And so J. Edgar Hoover goes, "Well, sir, that's." He goes, "I have to ask a rather tough question here, but now when Bob was involved in this, was he the more or less sort of, you know, a participant, or was he more or less the feller that, you know, instigated the thing?" You know?
He's asking if he's a catcher or
yes, I don't know.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. What have you got me? Why are we talking?
Gross, you're saying that. So the guy goes, so then J. Edgar Hoover goes, "Well, I wouldn't, well, Mr. President," he goes, "I'm sorry to tell you he was the instigator," you know, and he goes, "Oh, good God," he goes, "How do you spot a feller like that, Edgar?" You know? So then J. Edgar Hoover goes, "Well, I wouldn't know, sir." He goes, "Oh, come on now, Edgar." He goes, "If there's anybody that could spot a feller like that, it'd be you. Why, you're the head of the FBI." And so,
this isn't really what's on the tape.
True.
Is that really on the tape?
That's really on the tape. And J. Edgar Hoover's kind of mad. He's like, anyway, all right. Yeah, you got to hear it. It's the fun.
Really? And where
I'll
did
bring it in. I know you love broadcasting.
Yeah, where did you get the tapes?
I read a book that were the history of the tape, and then I got the audio version of the book, and the audio version was the tapes themselves.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
Wow, that's funny.
Bob Dole's here to talk to that damn dirty beatnik Howard Stern. Try to get the youth vote. That's it.
Right, and what's your appeal to the youth? What's going to make you get the youth, the young voters out there to vote for Bob Dole?
Cigarettes for everybody. That's what these young punks want, cigarettes. That's what Bob Dole will give them. Cigarettes, everybody. That's it.
Every time you come up here, you seem to be revealing more and more. What's going on? Are these stories like all planned in advance? You save them for the show, or?
No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I should plan something out.
I mean, what kind of reactions have people been giving you now since you've been coming up here?
About the thing?
Like your last story that when you came up here, and I mean, geez, you had a bunch of stories today.
Yeah.
I mean, you revealed the bathroom story.
People love it. It's cool, you know, because people listen to the show, so they see it and they say, "Hey, man, that's thing, right?"
Nice bathroom story.
Yes. Yeah, that was a gross story I said today.
Yeah.
When I heard that coming, I couldn't believe you were going to keep doing it.
Yeah, it was a kind of a gross story.
Well, it was a good story, though.
Yeah.
Gross stories are always good stories.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that you told it.
Yeah.
It was a good story. I'm just surprised that you told it. I mean, I would think that you'd be a little more reserved than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, who cares, you know what I mean? About all that stuff,
Hey, it was
right?
a funny story.
Yeah.
We're glad you did.
It's not like I have any good image to protect or
True,
anything.
true.
Just a guy.
Not like you have pants on, right?
Yeah, right. What are you doing?
Yeah, like, why are you just...
down, too. It's not even at your face.
Yeah, I'm not even aiming. This is my own personal video.
Just asking any question. Yeah, so what about the story? I'm just zooming in on my
Howard after getting fired.
I like the show. I like going on that.
Real good.
Just follow up with this. It's going real good.
Regular.
It's a tough room.
It's going in the time capsule, this one.
So why do you want to come here and tell Howard the story? Because you like him?
Yeah, I like doing this show.
So is it going to help you out? I mean, is it going to help you out going on this show? I mean, you know, a lot of people listen. Is it going to help you out, I mean, after this?
How do I know? What the hell are you talking about? I wouldn't take that from him. I'd smack him. Who does he think he is?
There's very few questions I can answer. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, guys. You are in some serious trouble now.
Yeah.
What a way to end your career.
Yeah, this was great. I couldn't think of a better way to end.
To go out on the
End a glorious career and have Norm ruin my life on national radio.
You really owe him.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming down.
Thanks, man.
All right. Well,
This was great. Thanks.
Stern rule.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, you're a camera guy. As soon as the camera hits.
I like you when the camera's off, I swear. Funniest guy.
God, sir.
Hey, Norm,
we're going to do an ID, right?
Yeah, can we come down and go do a quick ID?
Yeah, you already asked me.
Yeah, all right. Oh, so I didn't have to ask you again?
No, we're going to do an ID right now.
Yeah, so Norm, when you come here, man, you're always involved in a lot of controversy.
I know, I don't know what happened there. I just used to be a regular guy.
You used to be a nice guy.
Yeah, I never started any of it.
What happened? What do you think? What do you think it went wrong?
Controversy. I don't know.
When it started coming on this show?
Maybe this is where it started. What do I say? Didn't somebody write something?
Yeah, we're trying to see if there's something written. We're looking it up. If not, you're gonna have to make something on your own.
Oh, I'm horrible at that. I used to go in commercials when I started out in show business. So it'd be like a car commercial.
Right.
So like the line would be, "Hey Bill, I see you have a Buick." That'd be the line.
Right.
So then you practice like a million times. "Hey Bill, I see you got a Buick." And hi Scott.
I know.
And so then the guy goes, "Okay, go." So I go, "Hey Bill, I see you got a Buick." So the guy goes, "That was great." They all say it was great. And then he goes, "Okay, this time," he goes, "forget the script." Like there's any script.
Right.
He goes, "Just go crazy. Like anything you want." Because they think every comedian, because you're a comedian, they think you're like Mork from Mork or something. So, and then you just go, "Yeah, okay," And he goes, "Okay, go." And then you just go, "Bill, I see you got a Buick." You just say the same thing. You're like, retarded. That's a good story.
All right.
Hey, man, we're going to somebody's got to hand me something.
All right. He's gonna
think off my head. Bill, I see you have a Buick.
All right, Norm, do one thing first. Just be like, "Hey, Norm MacDonald," and then I hate to do it to you, but just say whatever you want to say. "Howard, I love you."
Okay. Well, what's it for though? It's like
it's like a bumper. It's like for a bumper, like
Oh yeah, during.
Yeah, breaks in and out of spots.
Yeah, right. I've seen the show. Yeah. So I go, okay. Hey, so do I say you're listening to the Howard Stern Show?
That's how you'll end it. Yeah.
Oh, that's how I end it.
Hey, it's Norm MacDonald.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
I was going to say that.
Okay, so I say, "Hey, everybody, Norm MacDonald here. I think Howard's the funniest guy in the world, and you're lucky to be listening to him. So keep listening on the Howard Stern Show." Right?
Something like that.
What? That was not good. You're telling me.
No, that was okay.
Okay,
I'm going to tell you that was okay.
Okay. So what do you want me to say
And
now?
the other one is, do me a favor, just, "Hey, it's Norm MacDonald, and wish Howard a happy 45th birthday."
Oh, that's nice.
Which will play on the day of his birthday. So anything you want to say.
That'll play on his birthday?
It'll play on his birthday.
That's a good time to play something like that. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hey, Howard, happy 45th birthday, man. You're 45 years old. That's great. When I was a kid, if somebody was like 45, you heard he died, you'd go, "Yeah, that's it." Like you wouldn't think anything of it. But happy 45th, buddy. You're a good man.
I just feel like a 10-year-old girl and her father or mother coming up to me asking for an autograph, and I'm at a table.
Well, I'm
sitting at a table.
And he's famous?
Right, so it'll be like... yeah.
We're creating a scene.
Exactly. It's all fiction. So it'll be like, "Well, you be the girl."
Excuse me, can I have your autograph, please?
Oh, sure. What's your name?
I'm going to wind up in rehab. It was so good. You guys are so good, man.
What's up, Artie? How's it going?
You remember Artie?
You guys are still friends?
Since when?
You mean after what?
You mean after
After your last appearance.
After, yeah, well...
Yeah, we're very friendly. We're show business friends.
Except he wouldn't go on, we had a problem because I had this TV show.
Right.
And Artie was supposed to be in it.
And he's not.
No, he screwed me.
What? I didn't screw anybody. It was strictly a business decision on my part. But I would love to be on Norm's show.
What was the business decision?
He wanted to do some movie.
with Chris O'Donnell instead.
So you're mad at him?
No, he's a good man.
Do you hold a grudge or anything like that?
Nah, he's a good guy.
I think he seems a little aggravated. I don't know. I mean, but we still talk and everything. Because I can get that sent for him.
Who's Michelle Greppy?
Yeah, you got a bad review in the paper by Michelle Greppy. She hates you.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
But the
Tell
New
me
York
something.
Times loves me. But Michelle Greppy hates me.
What's something Michelle said?
She says, all the charm of a date rapist.
But a date rapist has to have charm, right?
That's true. A date rapist has to have a lot of charm, right?
I would imagine so.
Real rapists don't, but date rapists.
They have to have enough charm to get you on a date.
They gotta get you on a date, exactly.
He took your punchline.
So Norm, what brings you down here today?
I'm gonna go on this Howard show and promote my. I love how this is a 2-camera shoot.
We need you from every angle.
On the Howard Stern show, the great Howard Stern, and promote my situation comedy, which I call a sitcom. Am I supposed to be looking at the camera?
Yeah, look over.
What?
It doesn't matter. Look wherever.
So I'm going to do that to tap into Howard's, vast listenership.
Now I know Howard's always been a big fan of yours and a big supporter. You think he'll like your new show? Do you care if he did or not?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Well, I care if he likes it, yeah.
What if he didn't, let's say?
Oh, that's cool, I did my movie, Dirty Work. He didn't even watch it.
Were you disappointed you didn't watch it?
I wished he'd watched it. It's available on video.
He just doesn't want to say it.
No, he was sad. But hey,
what are you going to do with that?
I love you, cinema verite. That's a cigarette. Let's get a shot of a cigarette.
I want to know what you're going to do with the cigarette. So Norm, you're not mad at Artie, are you? Outing your gambling problems?
No, he's a good man, Artie. He's good. He's a good friend.
So most good friends out you usually?
What do you mean by out?
He was talking about all your gambling problems.
Yeah. No, I don't have gambling problems.
No.
I just gamble. Here's Artie. Ask him a question.
Who that was? Interns.
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
You like that, right?
You guys are doing all right.
Is it better than extra ass?
That depends on what extra ass you're talking about.
All right. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah, it was really fun, man.
Hey, Norm, before you go, I just want to bring you down to the production studio and actually Artie too, and just do some IDs real quick.
Great.
All right. So the first one, Artie, why don't you stand at that mic over there?
Oh, you want us both?
Yeah. So why don't the first one you do, each introduce yourselves and then wish Howard a happy 46th birthday.
Good Lord, is it that old?
Been around for 20 years. 25.
That's good. 46. I'm sorry, what
You just introduce yourselves and then wish him anything you want. Just wish him a happy 46th birthday.
All right, man.
Anytime.
When Howard Stern stops making radio, they should
Hey,
stop
that's my
making
thing,
radio.
man.
That's my line.
That's my thing.
Come
You guy
on,
took
man.
my thing. Okay, I'm going to say it. Let me tell you something. Is it happy birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Howard Stern, the greatest. And let me tell you something. When Howard Stern stops making radio, they should stop making radios.
It's terrible. He didn't do it right.
Yeah. But you got to introduce yourselves first because no one's going to know who you are.
Okay, right. Hey, this is Norm Macdonald wishing Howard Stern a happy 46th birthday. And Howard went. Okay, let me start again. Okay?
Yeah.
It's hard, man. I don't got cue cards.
That's
right.
right.
Hey, this is Norm Macdonald wishing Howard Stern a happy 46th birthday. And let me tell you something. When Howard Stern stops making radios. No. I fucking wrote this. It's great. Okay. Ready? Hey, this is Norm Macdonald. Don't talk because they'll hear it. Hey, this is Norm Macdonald wishing Howard Stern a happy 46th. Happy birthday, Howard. And as I always say, when Howard stops making radio, they should stop making radios. You know what I mean? That was a good one.
All right. Good.
That's excellent. This one? Should I read it? Yes. You want me to read?
You can't read.
Oh, read this on the air. Well, so you scratched all this part out?
Right.
I don't understand what it means. Please check back with me in 2 weeks, because maybe at that point I'll need help. Is that the joke?
I guess that might be the joke.
I gotta know the joke so I know how to say it. Okay. Is this gonna sound like it's my idea, though?
Yeah, but we write it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, as long as Howard knows you guys.
Yeah. Howard proves it.
Oh, okay, cool. Should I just say it?
Yeah.
I love on this because everybody just looks like a retarded actor going, what do I do again? Okay. Hey, I'm Norm Macdonald, and I don't need Howard or the Howard Stern Show because now I have my very own sitcom. That's right. But check back with me in a couple of weeks, and then I'll probably need him again. Howard Stern. And now, I fucked that up.
All right, just you can pick it up with "and" now.
Pick it up. Oh, right. And now, Howard Stern.
I just got one more for you. Right. This is a Bob Dole one.
Oh, okay.
Now, it's just if you want to do something on your own, you don't have to do this. But it's just an idea to do the Bob Dole.
I'll try to do this. I don't know if I can do Dole that well.
Purple.
Okay. Hi, this is Bob Dole. I'm the guy who could have been president of this great country. But all of you rejected me because I was a cripple. That's right. Well, you may not be rid of me yet because my wife, Liberty Dole, is going to run for the presidency. Ain't that a boot in the ass? I'll be in the White House and not have to do a lick of the work. You heard me. Plus, I got a fresh supply of Viagra. That's right. Anybody got Monica Lewinsky's phone number? I want to try that cigar trick. Except with my pen, because I was a cripple. That's right. Well, you may not be rid of me yet, because my wife, Liberty Dole, is going to run for the presidency. Ain't that a boot in the ass? I'll be in the White House and not have to do a lick of the work. You heard me. Plus, I got a fresh supply of Viagra. That's right. Anybody got Monica Lewinsky's phone number? I want to try that cigar trick. Except with my pen. You're listening to a man who doesn't need Viagra, but he sure could use a penile implant. Howard Stern.
That was good.
Oh, there you go.
One quick thing.
Great, and it's just one more, actually. Introduce yourself again. One more and you're out of here. Introduce yourself again and congratulate Howard on 25 years in broadcasting.
Wow. That's great. That's great. Well, let me think of something to say. Or should I just say that?
Whatever you want to say.
Okay. Oh, I introduced myself.
Yep.
Again, right? Hey, this is Norm Macdonald. I should start again, right?
Yep.
Hey, this is Norm Macdonald. Congratulating. Oh, no, I shouldn't say congratulating. What did you say to say?
Congratulate Howard on 25 years in broadcasting. So, hey, congratulations. You go ahead.
Hey, this is Norm Macdonald, and Howard, I want to congratulate you on 25 years. Did you say broadcasting?
Broadcasting.
Hi, this is Norm Macdonald. I want to wish Howard, I want to wish you congratulations on 25 years in broadcasting. That's great. And when they stop making, I should do that part, right? I'm going to do that part. That's good. Okay. Hey, Howard, Norm Macdonald here, wishing you congratulations on 25 years in broadcasting. Let me tell you something, buddy. When you stop doing radio, they should stop making radios. That's right, you heard me.
All right, great. You're all
That's
set.
an excellent line.
You heard me. That's a good one. Scott, good seeing you.
Norm Macdonald's out front. Hey guys, how you doing? What's up, man? Katie. What's up, man?
How you doing?
How you doing? Where's Jan? He's playing some ball, man.
I jam my finger all the time.
You really?
Basketball.
Yeah, it hurts, man, right?
You really wreck it.
No. Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
What's up?
Band-Aids too expensive or something?
Yeah, I can't afford it.
What's up, man?
What's going on? How's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
This?
Artie looks like you lost a lot of weight.
He did.
I did. I dropped a couple.
I know. You look like a totally different person.
I'm worried because so did Walter Payton. I haven't been exercising. I lost weight. I think I might be sick.
Uh-oh. What do we think you have?
I think I'm alright.
Bad meat in the can?
No. That was Rock Hudson. That's
good.
No, and this is a big entourage today. It's very unlike you.
I know.
Who is everybody here?
Artie.
Well, Artie we know.
Right.
Laurie Joe. Danny Wilson.
Danny Wilson.
Who's this guy?
I don't know this dude.
What?
Isn't he with you?
No.
We thought he was with you.
He's about
What
to
are you
take
doing here?
I'm Stan from Paris.
Who?
Paris, France.
You're from Paris?
Yes.
He's the last guy you'll see in your life.
He's really not with you?
No.
Alright, what's your name?
Stan.
Stan, stay. Come out of here for a second. What brings you down here, Stan? How'd you get in?
I don't speak very well English. I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't?
I come from Paris, and I come for see Howard Stern because I know him. In Paris.
How do you know him in Paris?
I see his movie.
Oh, you saw him in the movie?
Yeah.
All right, let me bring you out to the out into the lobby again, and then let me find out if we can get you on. Okay?
I back.
Yeah, come with me. Here, come with me. You sure that dude wasn't with you?
No, that dude was weird.
Stan from France.
Stan from Paris.
Stan from Paris.
That's suspicious right there.
Yeah, that didn't. That was a breach of security.
Dude, one of those dudes wasn't with them.
Who wasn't?
That one, I think the tall guy at the end.
Materialized.
That is. You told me that, man.
Well, I didn't realize until I had. I
thought he was with you guys. I'm sorry.
He's out in the lobby, Dave.
Yeah, shall I let him back in?
What?
Shall I let him back in?
Yeah, we'll let him sit back.
What? How did he get in?
He just walked in right behind you guys.
Meanwhile, Norm and Artie are like in the safe.
What about a guy down? We're on the elevator on the way up, right? And when I came in, there was some dude with a picture of me, and I signed it. So when we got on the elevator, the guy in the elevator goes, "So what are you signing autographs for, man?" I go, "I'm a celebrity." So he goes, "Yeah, I don't know who you are." I go, "No, that's all right." He goes, "Who are you, man?" He like pushes me.
He like punched you?
No, he didn't punch me. Just like pushed
He was mad. It was hot.
He was mad at me, man.
And did you tell him who you are?
Told him I was Rod Laver. Aussie tennis great, Rod Laver. We didn't sleep last night. We stayed up all night.
Like the number of them?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you came in no sleep?
Yeah, we didn't sleep. We stayed up the entire day.
Are you going to be fresh for the show?
Yeah, we're tired. Great Howard. Continues to be great, right?
So Norm, did you decide what you're going to do today? On Regis? Did you decide which of the
Regis,
things?
I don't know. I'm gonna maybe mention something.
Are you going to try to work something out?
Yeah, I'm already like cowarding out on it.
You chickening out?
Are you coming?
Yeah.
Farther I get from Howard.
Are you going to chicken out? Because you know he's going to be watching.
Yeah, I'm going to try. I hope I remember. You know what I mean?
All of a sudden your memory's going to go?
Yeah. Then I get scared. I get back in real life. Outside the Howard.
Outside our walls?
Yeah, outside. Everything goes. Howard Studio. Who was that?
Jackie.
Hey, Jackie. See you later, buddy.
See you later.
Who is that, Jackie?
Yeah.
Where is it? There he is.
Just yelling at you.
You got a short haircut too now, man. Looks
Yeah, well,
good.
it's so much easier.
It is, right? You just wake up and that's it. Lord, you coming?
More time for everything else.
Exactly.
See you guys.
See you later, man. I'm going to go see Howard Stern and talk to him. The radio.
What's going on, man? Anything new?
Just what I told you. I just fucking told you.
So you just here to hang out?
No, I told you word for. You have it on tape. Why are you asking me?
So you're here to talk to Howard?
I'm here to What did I say?
Anything in particular, though?
No.
No.
I never think more than about 5 seconds ahead of time.
Keep us on our toes. It should be good.
I don't know. It might not be.
We'll find out.
It'll be fine. All right.
All right. Thanks, man.
Norm, good to see you. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you
in.
very much.
Mwah. It's good
I
to
thought you were a
see you.
fan of me last time.
No, what was it?
Like,
what?
I don't know.
Oh, because of that whole Artie thing?
I don't know.
I love you. I'm not mad at you at all.
Norm, how'd it go, man?
It was good. It was fun. Hey,
How are you?
Steve, how are you, buddy?
Great to see you.
Good to see you, Steve.
Now, after reading that article
Hey,
about
listen.
Artie, are you a little concerned about him? You worried?
No, I'm not worried about it.
Not at all? You think going out to Vegas with him after reading that is a good idea?
I go to Vegas with Artie if he wants to go. Sure.
You think he's in a good place right now?
A good place? I'm not a, what, that sounds
like mentally.
I'm not a psychiatrist. What the fuck would I know?
Well, you're good friends with him, right?
Yeah, but I don't know that. I can't. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know about that shit.
All right, so you had fun.
I just know if a guy's smiling, I figure he's happy, and if he frowns, I figure he's sad.
Yes.
It was all smiles today.
Artie seems to smile, so I'll take his smile at its word.
All right, so you had fun in there, man?
Yeah, I always have fun. It's fun in there. It's always fun with Howard. Always fun with
You didn't
Artie.
think it was a good appearance?
Well, sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm getting dull or some shit, but it was all right.
Yeah, why do you feel we need to juggle, as you said?
Juggle? I don't feel like I have to be a clown. I just want to, what? I'm fucking supposed to be funny, so if I'm not funny, I'm fucking failing at my, whatever the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
You were funny, though.
No, so okay.
I wanted to bring up the details thing. Talk about a hatchet job. On me,
I forgot about that. The details.
The details,
yeah,
right.
I forgot about that.
They did an article about the Norm show. The guy who wrote the article played poker with me and Norm all fucking night. And then the whole article was about how me and Norm are crazy gamblers and not anything about, like, by the way, he has a show on it. It was like three pages of just how we're...
Danny Wilson was the hero of the piece.
That was when Danny Wilson...
He got more press than us.
Danny Wilson...
Warner Brothers paying publicists. Danny Wilson's getting fucking...
Norm, you think I'm bad with assistants. Norm had an assistant for 20 hours, I think.
I'm yelling at the kids. He's late.
I'm late? I'm exactly on time.
No, you're not. You're late.
I'm exactly on time.
What's up, Norm?
How are you?
Good, man. How's it going?
Oh, sweet, man.
You're a little late, man.
Well, you're walking backwards with a camera. You're one to talk.
What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. Just relaxing with Brian here. My lover and best friend.
What's up, man?
Hey, man.
Brian's my lover and best friend.
That's what you're going to be talking about today?
Yeah, don't you want to talk to him?
Well, why were you late today, man?
I'm not late.
Howard says you're
What
late.
time you got?
8:45.
What?
I think you're booked for 8:30.
8:30? All time is relative, as Einstein said.
All right, well, tell it to Howard. Right off the bat, you kind of freaked Howard out with that, hocking up that loogie.
Well, he thought I had gum. He said, "Get
you
that
didn't have
out."
anything in your mouth?
I guess I had brown hot virus.
And what'd you do? You threw it at him? You threw it in his direction?
No, I didn't throw it in his direction. You're misrepresenting everything. I tossed it because I realized it was hot with virus.
Could have given yourself sickness.
Brian is a germophobic.
Definitely a germaphobe. Norm, absolutely, you gotta be.
Why? What do you got?
What do I got?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any disease, unless you consider feline immune deficiency syndrome a disease. All right, pal. Respect. Yeah, I have FIDS. You know what that is?
No.
My cat had it. It's AIDS for cats. It's called FIDS. And the funny thing about it is, it has the same incubation period as AIDS. All right? So it takes you like 9 or 10 years to die, but a fucking cat only lives 9 or 10 years. So So really,
So is it really a
if you're
disease?
going to get immune deficiency syndrome, it's better to be a cat because it really only shaves the last couple of months off your life. But you know, why do you keep sticking a camera in my face?
It's my job.
Hoping I'll say something.
You're saying funny shit. All right, man. So you had a good time today?
It was fantastic, man. I always love being on Howard Stern. He's the best. Love Artie, love Fred, love Robin Quivers. Love everybody
Why did
here.
you date her?
What?
Why did you date her?
Why did I date her? That would require me saying something incredibly politically incorrect.
Go ahead.
I usually don't date shorter women.
I thought you were going to say something else there.
Well, that's your racism bubbling to the surface. My God, I don't know what thoughts go through your head, but... Well.
Welcome back.
Thanks, man.
How the H are you?
I'm good, man. It's always nice to see you walking backwards.
Yeah. It's always nice to walk backward for you.
Yeah, you should walk backwards, like, competitively. Right? Did you ever think of that?
I thought about it. I mean, I've assessed my talents, and I feel that that's pretty much my only one.
Are you kidding?
Right now.
Take a look at that.
That's true.
Maybe it's time to reassess your talents. You'd have a TV program.
So what's going on, Norm? You've got a new show on Comedy Central?
Oh, yeah. The Comedy Channel. Ha! I'm on Ha TV.
You're looking forward to your reunion with Howard today?
Yeah, it'll be really awesome, man. I always love Howard, miss him. Fun to be here. Fun to see everybody. I brought the great Kevin Farley. Farley, where are you, man?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Welcome back, man.
Yeah, thanks.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm great. I'm loving it.
Nice.
Back to me.
Nice deflection. All right, man. I'll leave you alone.
All right.
See you in the studio.
You got somebody shooting you. It's the fucking Truman Show.
It's a damn circus around here.
It's awesome, baby.
You have a good time in there today, man?
That was great. Oh, yeah. Can't not have a good time.
Now, I know you were on during Playboy Mansion broadcast.
That's right.
but
A long
this was
time ago, I was at the Playboy Mansion, and then this is my second appearance.
So this is more conversational.
Yeah,
You had a
this
little
is-
more time to
Yeah, definitely.
get to know the show and everything.
Good to, hang out with Norm and Howard. It was awesome. Can't beat it.
That was fun,
It was
right?
fun. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, I couldn't shut you up.
Well, I didn't say anything.
I know.
Interrupted.
Well, it was you're supposed to be talking.
It's your time to shine. I'm just the Ed McMahon.
Not even as talented as Ed McMahon.
Norm, no matter how much time passes between appearances, you always seem to sort of pick up where you left off with Howard.
Well, I just love Howard so much, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What gets you going?
In my whole life, there's been 4 original things I've ever seen. Sam Kinison, David Letterman, when I was a little kid, Saturday Night Live, and Howard Stern.
Yeah.
4 original things in all of comedy that I've ever witnessed.
That's true.
So it's very, very special when I get to see Howard.
It's interesting hearing that from you because one of Howard's callers the other day said that the show has sort of come to a halt and he doesn't feel the show is the same or as good as it's been.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, how do you think the show has evolved? I
think it's evolved in the same way that Howard evolves, you know, as a person and as an entertainer, and oh, hi. So he's just evolving as a human being, as a comedian. That's the fucking greatest, you know, because I come from a place where stand-ups just do the same fucking act, you know, forever, and I always try to change my act all the time. You know, but I'm not even close to Howard, man. You know, and also when a guy fucking does comedy fucking 4 hours a day, I don't know why the fuck he's not getting a comedy award. I'll tell you that.
Because he's in a sense just improvising for 4 or 5 hours every single day.
Yeah.
4 days a week.
Yeah. Compared to a guy that fucking reads a script and pretends, what the fuck is that? That guy could not even be funny in the least. All he could do is know how to read well. You know what I mean?
So what Howard does is completely original and completely...
Yes, it's completely original. You know, a guy told me once he didn't like Howard, you know, But he said, you gotta admit, he said, I do have to admit he's original. And I said, nothing's greater than that. How fucking impossible is it to be original? You know, I wish I could be fucking original. It's like the greatest thing in the world, you know?
Well, Howard seems to share that respect. There seems to be a very much a mutual respect between the two of you. I mean, I haven't heard him laugh that loud in quite a while.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Howard's great. You know, when Howard laughs, it's like when I first got on Letterman, and Letterman laughs. There's very few people like when you... You know, when I was asked to host the Canadian Screen Awards, I called my good friend Chris Rock, and I said to him, I've got some great news, Chris. I'm going to Canada. And he said, I've got some great news, too. I'm hosting the Oscars. What are you doing in Canada? And I said, you know, visiting some family, friends. The usual. Chris is very presentational, you know, and Chris talks about racial things, and
one person does something, they get canceled. Somebody else does the exact same thing, nothing. You know what I'm talking about. You know, like the kind of people that play Michael Jackson songs, but won't play R. Kelly. Same crime. One of them just got better songs.
See, there was a number of artists and people who, so for instance, Gary Glitter was caught doing inappropriate things, and his music career, you know, rightly sort of ended almost overnight.
Maybe. Did he have? If it had been T-Rex who had committed those crimes, I still think.
No, because I have a theory. It's to do with the quality of the music.
Yeah.
See, with Jacko, we didn't wipe Jacko out from history because we didn't want to go to weddings and not have Billie Jean.
Exactly.
So it's sort of, if the music was better in the case of Glitter, I think we'd have all. I mean, it felt like the entire world sort of turned their back on the Jacko accusations, right, and just said, well, anything. He didn't start doing this pre-dangerous. So we can listen to everything.
Know the end of day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say them all.
Right, Robert Kardashian helped to free O.J. Simpson, a black football playing murderer. Woo! O.J. Simpson killed 2 white people and got away with it. That's another kind of black excellence.
During a recent interview on 2020, longtime O.J. Simpson friend Robert Kardashian said he now believes Simpson may be guilty. Though he did add that had he believed O.J. was guilty at the time, he never would have agreed to hide his bloody clothes and knife. At his civil trial in Los Angeles this week, O.J. Simpson attorneys began their case with an attack on Nicole Brown Simpson's character. Outraged Brown family lawyers responded, quote, Nicole is a victim. No matter what she did, she certainly did not cut her own throat. To which Simpson's attorneys replied, on the contrary, that is precisely what we intend to prove. A down-and-out O.J. Simpson, depressed that all of his money-making ideas have failed, has decided to go back to doing what he does best, killing people. Man, I was in the airplane. I was flying, and you know they have those. I was saying about I was talking about the emergency exit rows. Because the stewardess, that's where we all got into this mess in the first place. The stewardess, or the flight attendant, comes to you, and the flight attendant says to you, listen, in case the plane crashes and, a flood of gray-black smoke races down the fuselage towards your lungs, would you mind letting everyone else out before you? And then you say, yes, I will do that. Funny thing is, I was going to ask you if I could do that. That's the funny thing. Before you asked me, I was going to ask you, because I feel it's well worth the extra 1.5 inches of leg room. Meanwhile, in real life, I'd be fucking kicking my own mother. I got the fuck out of here, you old whore. You lived a full life, goddammit. I used to be on TV. What the fuck? I get to go out first. Here's the thing. Also, that airplane, right? When that crashes, when the plane crashes, I feel that window may change locations. Like it might no longer be right beside you after the 9,000-mile-an-hour collision or whatever the fuck it is. I know it goes down fast and hard. I was listening to you listen to those warnings, and I guess I just block my ears to them because I've heard them so often. But there's one I'm sure you guys have all heard of, but for some reason I missed it. It says if the oxygen mask comes down, they go, if the oxygen mask comes down, be sure to put it on your own face before you put it on the face of your little child. And I was like, God damn, that was my plan. You have to blab it to everybody. But anyway, I think it's just to make you feel better because, the things they tell you, They go, by the way, in case of a big crash, don't forget that your seat cushion is also a boat. Who the fuck believes that? Go, hey, honey, man, you're going to be cheap at the cottage this year. I just bought us 5 boats. And of course, that never happened. You ever hear fucking, hey, you turn on the news, hey, a plane crashed in the Pacific. But don't worry, everybody floating around on their fucking boats. They listen to the lady. Everything's cool, everything's fine. No, everything's, you have no chance. If a plane crashes, right? Think about this. You ever see a plane crash? They take pictures of it, videos. They don't care. And that's because you never see a body in a plane crash. And that's because the speed vaporizes everything so that there's nothing that even resembles a human being. It's just a whole bunch of, I don't know, it's stuff. It's stuff. That's what it is. It's a plane load of stuff. They go in, they go, God damn, there's a lot of stuff in this fucking plane. And then, the loved ones of the victims, they want the stuff. They don't call it stuff, they call it remains. It's a nice word for stuff. Ashes to ashes, stuff to stuff. They want the remains, and I understand that, you know what I mean? Like they go, oh God, man, I can't get to sleep because my firstborn Mitchell, I love him so much, I can't even get to sleep because I keep thinking of his final minutes on that airplane. If only I could see his remains. I'd get a good night's sleep then. With that picture imprinted on my head. It'd be just like an Ambien. I'd be almost... Then I could put this whole thing behind me. And you're not going to get the real remains. It's not like they go on the plane and go, hey, look at that strawberry blonde lock of hair. I bet that belongs to Agnes from sitting over there. Didn't you find her shin bone earlier there, Jen? Put that over there. Reconstruct that. What the fuck, are you crazy? They just go on the plane. They go, holy fuck, look at all this stuff. And then they go, here's the ID. It says Norm MACDONAL, 190 pounds. Okay, shovel 190 pounds of stuff into a bag. Let's go. Daylight's burning. Stamp Norm on the side of that one and send it off to his mother. His mother wants to see it. And then my mother gets it and goes, oh, excellent. Good. Wow. Now I can look back and laugh at it. Hey, I don't remember Norm having 3 eyeballs. I guess none of us really knew him after all. Each one a stranger from the other.